rise and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going atheist, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going atheist, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going atheist, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going atheist, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like that. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little.
And I'm back here. I am talking once again to myself. I'm serious, I'm heated, and I am. Ooh. Okay, first of all, let me say this. I am sorry, Kelly, you got a voice message after your comment on your last video, because for one, you should not be attacked for saying anything in my comment section. That is a reason why I am going live, because am I still muffled? Do I sound muffled still? Hold on. Is that any better? I am stuffy. So I'm still kind of sick. So maybe that could be the muffling. I don't know. Is that better? Any better? Let me know. I can't tell. I'm like stuffy up in my whole entire brain right now. However, I do want to say I'm sorry, Kelly, that you were attacked for commenting. Yes, I got a little one behind me. We all got sick with COVID. But and that's another reason. I'm a little pissed off and a little irritated because hi John. our Kramer the Music Movie channel. All right. If you're not here for drama, this isn't the stream for you. Normally don't do this on this channel or on any of my channels. I don't host no drama, but I'll tell you, after last night, seeing somebody being mistreated and seeing how things have been done several times by a certain someone, I was furious. Of course, I'm going to say something because nobody deserves to be treated like that. However, I am going to jump over to this. This is my comment section of my last stream. I want to take heed to these comments. Okay, so first of all, I want to start with, let's see. These are my comments. Of course, it says, thank you for life. Me and Schiff will work things out. I should have talked to her privately about what I have issues with. I hope you get over your cold soon. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, that's what I said. I said, you don't deserve to be done that way. As much as I love and care for Schiff from a distance, I have come to see that things are best left that way, at a distance. I feel like in her world, everyone else is in the wrong and she can be the only one correct, because that is basically how she makes it out. Nobody else in her world can be correct about anything. It's all about the way she sees things, and nobody else has a truth of their own. Well, hello, time for you to open the doors and let a little bit of light shine in. There's 3 sides to every story: his, hers, and the truth. And sometimes the truth isn't always your side of things, Shifty, which is going to come around to another point that I'm going to bring up, because you know what? I have a feeling there's a lot more to another issue that you're having out here on these YouTube streets, and I want to see all the context. How about you throw out all the context to the messages with Dave as to his reaction? Because now I'm going to call it. You want to keep going on my comment section? You want to tell me how wrong I am and how my rendition is off? Here we go. Hope you catch my live react video. That's 3 fucking hours long on a half-hour stream. Jesus Christ, how long can you go? Oh, that's right. This right here will probably earn a 3-day stream. Anyways, I too will care from afar, but you don't know my truth anymore. And with you, and with both, I immediately and privately address things in real time. Feel better. Sounds like there was little coughs in the background too. Okay, yep, there was. Yep. Okay, so, okay, now we're talking about a cat. I'm not talking about no cat. Talk soon. Yeah, I've seen that one before. It was one of my favorite episodes for life. Okay. So then we had a comment where Nicole Morgan had commented on my stream, but I'm guessing she she posted it on her community wall because she wanted it open for all to see. So yeah, it's fine. I replied to her here because of course I can see it. So here it says, I am not blaming you, Steph. Holy hell, I cannot believe you want to continue this. I just saw the experience of a refresher. Oh no, this is from 3 minutes ago because I replied to her other post on here. Let me go back to find where the other post is. You see now, I missed all these comments right here that she's going on and bouncing back and forth with you, Scottish, Love and Light. I didn't even read any of these. I didn't even know none of this was going on. However, there was one on here that I seen that had me fired up because I'm not. Okay, where did it go? Where did you put it? 50. There. It says, oh, I saw, and if you're wrong, I hope you admit it. If I'm wrong, I do admit it. Thank you. I do admit when I'm wrong. But how about when you're wrong, Shift? How about when you're constantly trying to make yourself a victim? You're not always a victim. Only in your eyes will you always be a victim. And I cannot sit here and put this through any longer. You are ruining your friendships that you are having on here. By the minute, people are waking up and they're seeing exactly what you're doing. They're seeing exactly how you really are. Oh, and the 2 streams with Hemi and Exiles and stuff are still up. Nope, not that one. She said, I addressed your video and I showcased the panel I respectfully tried to remove you from. I wasn't using you. I'm sorry you felt that way. I have said a lot. I am not looking for this comment. I want to see the one right here. Right here. This comment alone pissed me off. It says, Nicole Morgan, you picked Dave G. Who gives a fuck who picks who? Nobody has to pick anybody. Why can't anybody just be friends with everybody? Nobody has to pick fucking sides, Shift. Nobody. But you want to bring up Dave G? How about the context to all the messages? Because I have a feeling you two are not so innocent in those messages with Dave G. Because Dave G talks to me in DMs, or not even in DMs, in email. I've talked to him several fucking times. No way in hell has he ever come off to me like he was something that anybody should be afraid of, like anybody should feel threatened by, unless you led him to believe this, that he was gonna have this chance with you, or that he may have seen a different side, whatever, whether it be a joking, whatever it may be. I doubtfully doubt that Dave G done what you're claiming. Now, you want to be called out? I'm calling you out. I want to see all the messages because I have a feeling you played a big fucking role in the messages with Dave G. I'm done dealing with this. I'm sicker than shit, and you want to do this. And then you want to say, enjoy. You are hurting good people? Who am I hurting? Who am I hurting? Am I hurting you by calling you out because of the things you say and you do to other people? Yeah, that's who I'm hurting. And don't bring, okay, Lala has put again to so keep it all up because this is super helpful for those fighting the good fight. First of all, this has to do with you and the way you're treating your friends. What the fuck does this have to do with Lala and Lana's fight and your fight with Lana? It has absolutely nothing to do with that shit. Nothing. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. None of that. That is me last night calling you out for the way you treat people, for the people that have stood behind you. That is what that was last night. We aren't friends, but just because if that bothers you, blame Lana, please. Again, what the fuck does anything have to do with Lana? Lana or Lala or whoever the fuck else. Nothing. None of it. None of it. That has to do with me calling you out for being the type of friend that nobody wants to be around after a while because you fucking turn it around and make it into this Lana fucking bullshit. Are you serious? You're rude. You're disrespectful to anybody that tries to help you. I am so fucking irritated and so pissed off over this bullshit, and you still continue to go on my fucking community post or on my fucking video. Stop with your bullshit, because now I'm calling you out. I'm done with this, Shift. You're not the only fucking victim in this goddamn game. I'm starting to think that in the end, I'm honestly starting to fucking think that you enjoy this victim role that you play. You do. You fucking enjoy it. And I'm so over it. Lord. All the messages, fish, fuck you, scammy piece of shit. I'm sorry. Stuff is channeling my year-long anger, and I'm here for it. You can't hear me? You still can't hear me? Are you better? Okay. I don't even know. All I know is that I'm pissed. And I'm very pissed. And I hope everything was heard. Because there's no fucking reason as to why she does the way she does people. And for her to sit here and bring Lala and bring fucking Lana up into a fight, or not even a fight, it was me calling her out for the way she treats the people that have been her friends for the longest time. The ones that stood by her, the ones that were there all hours of the day and night to help her when she needed help, or was there for her to fucking try to lift her spirits up when she was in a shitty ass situation, and that wanted her to feel better. And you know, it's sad. It's sad to see her go down this fucking road, and for her to treat people the way she treats them, it's bullshit. And I am sad. I am hurt by her, because it's just, at this point, obviously friendship lost, doesn't matter, but stop bringing up Lala, stop bringing up Lana, stop bringing up anybody else that doesn't have anything to do with this. This has to do with the way you treat people. This has nothing to do with Lala, and it has nothing to do with Lana. Not a goddamn thing does this have to do with them. Nowhere in my rant last night did it say anything about Lala or Lana. Please don't bring them into it. Stop. Own your own shit. Own your own doings. You wanted to bring Dave G into it, and like I said, if you heard me or not, I am now calling your ass out, because you know what? I talked to Dave G in email. I've talked to him several times, and nowhere has he ever spoke out of fucking term to me. Nowhere has he ever done anything out of ways. Not one time. Not one time. But you know what? I also didn't lead him to believe he had the right to do so. So, with that being said, pull out your damn messages, Shift. Show all fucking context. Show it all. Because obviously, I feel like there is something you've done to make him believe he had that chance. Or he felt that way. Or he had that chance. I believe you enjoy this fucking victim role, and it's over with now. It's over with. I'm calling you out on all your victim shaming, all your victim blaming, all your bullshit. I'm done, dude. I'm done with it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. And how dare you fucking sit here and say that I'm hurting all these other people? No, I'm not hurting nobody. If anything, I'm hurting you, fish. Fish, shifty fish. Swim, swim, swim. You know what? Swim. I'm seriously down for this right now. I'm sicker than fuck. I am down for this. Here. Anybody want to join panel? Or even Shift want to join panel? I'm going to give her a minute to join this panel, because you know what? I'm very fucking heated at this point. For her to sit here all damn day and blow up my damn thing and sit here and argue with people on my video that is uncalled for. And then to sit and message people. Seriously, you're messaging people for commenting on my video. That all it was saying was, I was sorry to the person you kicked off the panel. Is this you?
Yes, I feel like this all started behind me.
No, it didn't start with you though.
No,
it didn't, Exile.
I don't like seeing all this though.
No, it didn't start with you, because if you notice, I've backed off of being around Shifts. And there's a reason as to why. And that's because of the way
it all happened. I was there the night that you got hurt. I understand.
And if you noticed, it was everybody else's fault but Shifts. Everybody else's fault that that a bunch of us left her chat and went to another chat to vent about the way we were feeling. We were all in the wrong. She wasn't in the wrong whatsoever, because she was trying to protect feelings. You don't protect feelings by doing what she did.
For life, could we possibly do this a whole different way though?
No, because you know what? For her to sit here and bring other people into it, Lala and Lana, that my video last night, where did I mention any of those people? Where did Dave G's name get brought up into it?
To be 100% with you, I didn't get to catch completely all of it. There's still about a good 20% that I have to catch up on. I think the Dave G got brought in because of the comment section.
Okay, but Dave G was not mentioned into my thing. She brought up Dave G by telling somebody they picked Dave G over her. Why does anybody got to pick anybody?
I feel the same way about that. Why do people have to pick? I mean,
Because he's done no wrong to me. He talks to me privately. He's never done me in no bad way. Never. He's never talked to me out of line. He's never done that to me. Absolutely not. But I never gave him any kind of leeway to even do that. So unless you're giving him or any other male on this platform the right of way to do so, they wouldn't. I just don't see, unless you're being that flirty, that out. I don't even know. I just don't see it being done like that.
Girl, you should be healing right now. You should not be doing all this.
Yeah, really... I should be, but I can't do that when I have people, when I have her constantly going at people on my community posts. I get on my live and find out not only is she going at people on my video, but she's going at people through DMs for commenting on my video, because nobody else is allowed to have an opinion but her.
I feel responsible for all this.
You're not responsible, though. You're not.
That whole
it's been building
thing.
Up. It's been building up.
It's been building up, but the thing that overflowed it had I just spoke to her behind scenes and not got in my feelings and got upset at that time and said something right then and there, I feel like we would not be here right now. That's all I'm saying.
Babe, I will say.
Oh, this girl right here, she's got words of wisdom. I'm about to listen.
I was going to sit there and say something to my husband. You should never be in a situation where you can't be your authentic self, ever. Exactly. Especially not with somebody on a panel. I'm your wife. If you can't do that with me, I'm not going to sit there and have that part of my husband taken by another woman, no matter how much I may like her.
I get that. And what she done was absolutely rude. And he's not the only one. He is not the only one she's done it to. She's done it to every one of her supposed to be friends. And she wonders why everybody has the feelings that they have towards her. It's because of the way she treats them, the way that she makes it out as though her feelings are the only ones that matter. She's the only one that can be right in any situation. Everybody else's truth is wrong unless it's hers.
For life, let's say this is the case, right? But would that not make it a her problem and not a us problem, though?
It would, but you know what? Sometimes it takes being called out for somebody to wake up and see it. And honestly, my whole stream last night was because I was hurt for you. I was in your shoes. I went through that once. I went through that twice, maybe even 3 times before I finally said, you know what? I'm done letting her do that to me. I'm done with her treating me like that in public.
I remember you apologized to me first time you got a chance to see me afterwards that you was gonna step away. It's just I really, if this continues for life, I'm honestly gonna say I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel like I'm the straw that broke the camel's back and I'm responsible.
You're not, because honestly, she's blocked me a long time ago on DMs. It's been said and done for a while. But I think it just takes a minute for somebody to speak up. I mean, honestly, I don't even watch her streams half the time. For some reason, I tuned in last night. I seen the way she did you. You're the last person in the world that deserved to be like that. You've been her friend. You picked up the pieces where basically others of us have jumped off because we started seeing the real shift. And it just takes that time for things to come about. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to nobody else to come. It's not fair.
So let's say, for instance, you guys learned something more and you wasn't willing to take on that something more. Let's say I learned something more and I still want the friendship, so I'm willing to take on that something more and deal with that issue later on down the line.
that's on you. I mean, but I can still say I'm sorry for the way she's treating you, and I hope that one day that the cycle ends.
Me too. I mean, luckily I'm
After so long
mentally,
of,
emotionally fortified dude where, I can deal with it, I can handle it. Yeah, it did get to me. I do, and I haven't gotten to speak with her, but I do feel on a level it wasn't all me. But I mean, that's something
none of
that'll
it
be
was you. You
between me
spoke
and her.
what you were seeing as your own truth. And that's where it pisses me off. Nobody else is allowed to have a truth unless it's hers. She's the only one that can be right in anything. And she says
And
it all the time. She says it.
and that's a flaw, and that's a flaw. But that, if I choose that as a friend, that's a flaw I'm willing to deal with, and hopefully be able to work with her on it over time through the friendship.
I get that. I get that. And you want to still be friends. I'm not telling you not to, because honestly, like I said, I still love and I still care for her. But I found that the only way to do it safely is at a distance, because she's no longer able to hurt me that way. However, last night, out of all streams, I don't know why I even tuned in, because I haven't even been watching her channel, but I don't know. Maybe it was the only thing that was damn on. I don't even know. But I tuned in to see how she was doing, how things were going with her, and I seen the way she treated you, not once, but twice, and it was despicable. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
And then for
yeah,
her to
yeah,
sit
yeah.
there
I
and
mean,
be
I
like,
could take for life. I could take partial blame for that. I know when people's um patience are getting low, and sometimes I push the line of those patients to try to help build on people's patience when I feel like they're low on them. And I kind of was doing that last night.
yeah, but there's no reason why other people cannot have
Oh, I agree with that.
opinions or
I
thoughts
should
or
have
feelings.
welcome to have my opinion, and I don't feel bad about saying this because I said it open before. We should have been able to agree to disagree.
Exactly. Why can't people do that? But instead, it's a boot off the damn panel before you can even get in two words uh, to
Well,
rebuttal your own opinion.
I spoke more to her. I may be wrong about that. I mean, we were both having internet connection issues. She was on a stream before that our mutual friend was having internet connection issues as well. And it may be very well that I just got dropped from internet connection issues. But like I said, I have not been able to speak with her yet because she's been busy, then I've been busy, and we've been playing pretty much message tag in between them. I mean, there may
But
be very well accountability. She may have went back, and there may be very well, certain parts that she don't feel so good about that she's wanting to apologize for, and there's more things that I may want to apologize for that I didn't see that bothered her. I mean, if you're friends with someone, you have to hear the other person out. Sometimes you don't like what you hear. I mean, it may come to a point where, I feel like something is too much and I gotta walk
you
away.
just always
Because
got to be the victim,
I,
though. The exile. That's what I'm trying to say. And not only that, but it's almost like a. Hold on, I will bring you up in a second. Just give me 1 second. It's just upsetting that even when you were on panel with Hemi, it was like she was shushing you. You wasn't even able to get in your statement, and that's how it was the final night she kicked me off, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this no more with her because she has hurt not only me, but I've seen her hurt other people. Jet's mom, just several other people, Nicole Morgan. There's other people involved in this that she has seriously hurt by her actions, and it's like she doesn't care about anybody else's thoughts or feelings or opinions but her own. Nobody's right but her.
Shift. These are pretty much things I was trying to tell you that speaking to Hemi. I was trying to tell you, you do get kind of caught up when the trolls come in, the sock accounts come rolling in, and you do kind of get short with us, your friends, and your
It's not
focus.
fair to us as her friend was her friend. You know, it's not fair for that we get to
The
do
hardest
that.
part to accept is it does hurt
If
us.
you
If
have feedback.
us really cares about you, it hurts. And it's a lot to say that on a stream that's going to be seen by many people over the years, but that hurts.
I'm gonna let Shift talk because she's got feedback if anybody else is talking.
I'm a mute.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
So my first question is, how are you feeling?
Like shit.
Who are you asking?
That sucks.
How's your health?
Oh, my whole house is sick with COVID. My whole house is sick with COVID. The room next to me is sick with COVID. Everybody is.
I'll be praying for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me know if I robot and I don't have a million years. I'm assuming you didn't watch the 3-hour thing. Is that correct, Stephanie?
Absolutely correct, because I did a half-hour stream. Why rebuttal with a 3-hour stream?
Right. So what I did was I listened to yours, I reacted to it, and then I played because you mentioned the specific panel from when, again, I don't need to get into the nitty-gritty, but from the last time, the one that was around the time of the anniversary of your incredible loss. Okay, that was the one that right before you went to Amanda's and Anda. That's the experience that you shared about that panel, right? So I put that into the video to just refresh, the memory of it. And again, so it wasn't just extra random talking, it was actually just showcasing the specific things that I thought would be important, just because they haven't been available to see. So that's what is in there. I have never tried to hurt either of you. My interest is not that at all. But I also just really want to put this into perspective. What you came into, especially if you hadn't been watching, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but that was kind of like the part 2 of a situation with Hemi on my panel. So Hemi was coming back, and then, so again, you came into part 2. That's why I was like trying to get Exile to let me talk to Hemi directly, because I don't need him to speak for Hemi. And, this is all stacked up. It was like Hemi was, white knighting or whatever for Melissa Jade. And then Excel was, white knighting for Hemi. And there wasn't an issue at the root of it, which is what needed to be uncovered. And then there was like this flood of like troll madness that was really awful. Michelle K, who was there.
Okay.
Second, Chef, if you go back and read the chat, Hemi's trying to be gentle to you. At the time, Hemi did have an issue with it. He was in the chat explaining his issue.
And not only
I'm trying to explain that was the second part of it. So Hemi came in the first time.
Part of it, but that's
how could you? But okay.
You the right to just boot him off panel like you've done to many others while giving their opinion that you just don't agree with. That would be like me being like, no, I don't agree with you, so I boot you off my panel right this instant.
And I think that's why she said that watch a 3-hour stream. That's where I said there might have been a misinterpretation of that. She says she don't know what happened. She didn't kick me. It may have been the internet connection. But
there's 2 different streams that are happening. And again, what the first one where, because Love and Light and all these people came in, and the Taekwondo person and the the forehead one that were saying, the stuff about like simping, for Hemi. And then Hemi ended up feeling bad that like he thought his parenting was being attacked by like the troll account. And I was like, no, like they're trying to like come at me about this rehab shit with my dad, but then he's thinking it's about him. I really tried to juggle it, but again, there are two different streams where this has played out. That's important. And again, I validate the experiences of everyone, but it is important to understand how that happened.
Okay, Shift. There may be, I'm going to mute you because I'm echoing. There may be two different streams. I understand that, but this is not what you're getting. What took place last night may have had to do with the first stream, but you still didn't have the right to just be rude and kick people off your panel like you did. Because a lot of times, even though you're going through something, not everybody else knows this. Like, so be it the night that everything happened between you and I had no clue, but I can tell you now, I know that I too was going through shit that night. I was going through the 1 year anniversary of the loss of my mother, and I chose to, while still being at work on clock, to sit back and help you. And you just go and boot me off the panel for saying 2 fucking words after waiting for over a half hour, 45 minutes. And the way you treat people is uncalled for. That's all I'm saying. Like, you need to take a step back. Your feelings, your truth, your what reality, whatever it may be, is not the only way about life. Everybody else in this world has feelings too. They too have a truth. They too have a reality. They too are dealing with things just as much as you are. And where we take sympathy and we try to relate to you on the things you're going through, you're Xing us off as though we don't matter. And we are putting our all into a friendship that we feel isn't being given back. I mean, hell, you knew me on my messenger by my first name. You knew me by whatever I went through. You knew more me than what I ever even asked to know of you. And you want to sit here and say, we were never friends to you? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? We are the ones that knew nothing about you. But we tried to be there for you. We still tried to learn you. We still tried to side with you. We still tried to support you, even though we don't know you. We don't know a thing about you. We didn't press the issue. We understood you didn't want that known. And we left it be at that, Shift. It's not fair to anybody that was actually trying to be your friend.
And the people that aren't your friends, I'm very grateful to them not being disrespectful towards me. But I've dealt with disrespect just for supporting you. And that disrespect doesn't even bother me. What bothers me is when I feel like, you're being short with me. You can be straightforward with me without... There's an extra energy you add to it when you're emotional. And I pick up on energies. I've told you about that before. I literally physically feel other people's energy.
Yeah, I'm affected by energies too. Also, there's a billion conversations that could be had. I don't really know what the goal is here. If you want me to tell you that, absolutely, that how you feel, your experience, it's not only important to me, but that I'm not challenging it.
This comment right here. I feel like a lot of people feel like they need to be the most harmed person on YouTube until the majority of the community is down, and then the narrative is no one's accountability. You're moving on.
Okay, here's the thing. I did know your name. That's what brought me onto your panel. I'm surprised that this is even happening.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Yeah. Now better, robot. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know.
better.
Hello.
No longer
It's better.
robot shifty. Yep.
Your robot.
Oh, nope, not better.
I always do that to her. As soon as it's
I know.
better, she gets confirmation it's better. She goes back to roboting.
How about now? Because it's my
Good.
energy. Because I wait now. Now it's better. Again.
Just keep on.
I am not the only one that's saying this. Like, everybody is saying it.
Okay,
Everybody's
Stephanie. Okay, listen. It's all valid. That's fine. Everybody can. You don't have to be my friend. Thank you for when you were. You and I used to
I don't
celebrate.
want to be your friend.
Okay,
Are
wait.
you serious?
I don't. I'm saying that that is not the goal. I don't know what you want to expose. What that I led Dave G on. There's a lot going on here. What my thing is this is that again, I don't know what I'm trying to let you know that in real time, in that particular instance with you on that panel, you wanted to be there, and I already knew this. You've already expressed it, and you did a whole when you and Amanda Zanandas and Sean's Princess left. You went and did a stream, and then DeLorean was there, like, and Legion was there. I didn't know that you were upset because the whole time leading up to before you got on my panel, I didn't want anyone on my panel. I wasn't asking you to be there. I wasn't asking to share the screen. I was trying to, it was a situation where my phone was dying. There were all these like things. It was super robot drama. And all I'm expressing. So I wanted to put it back out just so you could see it because I wasn't sure if you heard it. So you could hear what I heard. You know what I mean? Like there was no
screen that night, Chef. You didn't message me in the DMs and ask me to share your screen for you.
The one that was happened during the anniversary of your mother's death. That one. When you were there, you said it all. You made it known. You said it on Amanda Zananda's stream that they did, that you all did after, called like "fuck shift," you know, piece of shit, whatever it was, right? And I told you, that stream ended up being like 6 hours because of like Heather came up and the DeLorean like worked out some stuff or didn't, or you know, but and you came back to my channel like to mod, and so I didn't know that you were upset because I did tell you eventually that and again, it's all in the thing, the 3 hours, because it's, you know, it hasn't been available. So I just wanted it to be available to you just in case. That's what's in the video, just to be like, this is what happened. I'm not trying to be right. I just wanted you to remember that like there's no part of me that is interested in fucking with you at all. This is like just incredibly overwhelming for me. Again, there's content on Lana's channel where my voice is manipulated, blah blah blah, that tethers me to a crime. There is so much litigation and doing all this stuff, and like, wait, hold on, what does that say? Have you been the change you hope to see in others yet, Chip?
Nope.
I can't even like process that right now. So hold on.
Nope.
But when that happened, the DeLorean came on my panel. She was like, "What happened?" And I said it all. I was like, I didn't even know. The second that she told me you were upset, I hit you up privately. Then I found out that you were doing this whole stream, and you know, and then it's like Amanda Zananda said too. She just wanted to fucking rage, and I'm not attacking anyone, Michelle K.
Nobody wants to attack you, but it's like we can sit and we can tell you day in and day out our feelings towards anything, and it doesn't. You're echoing. It's driving me nuts. It doesn't matter. It seemed to matter to you how anyone else is seeing things, or trying to fucking open your eyes over the way you're behaving towards the ones that have supported you the most. Like, it's just people are trying to get you to see you're not the only one that matters in any situation, okay? And it doesn't always have to come around to being about you and about this problem or about that problem. It's just, I swear, you are so obsessed and so focused on this bullshit with Lana. I asked you one time in the DMs, did I not, Shift? I said, what would happen? What would you do if Lana went to prison or whatever her punishment may be for this bullshit with the other case that she's dealing with. What would happen if she wasn't there to take that content down? What would you do then? What would you do then? And I want, like, for real, what would you do? Tell me.
I mean, you said you asked me if I answered. I don't feel like, I feel like you want something from me. If that's the answer, again, like,
no,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I want you to see that no matter what you do, that this shit may be left up forever. What are you gonna do if she's locked up?
Okay,
then because nobody's there.
I don't. Nobody's what? Sorry, what was that? I missed the last part. Nobody's what?
I said, what would you do if she was to be locked up, spent several years, decades, whatever may happen in behind bars? Nobody's there to take that content down. Then what do you do? My question was to you in our own personal messages is, when do you finally pat yourself on the back, said you've done all you can do, you've moved all the bricks you can possibly move, there's nothing more you can do, pat yourself on the back and move the hell on with your life? Because as your friend, we can't sit here and watch you continuously be hurt over something that obviously is not going to make a difference. No matter how much you sit and beg her to take it down, it's not going to be taken down. And if it goes to the point to where she's locked up, then what do you do? Because nobody's there to take it down. When do you finally walk away from it? And that was said when I was your friend, and I meant every word.
I think so.
Then I'm sure I answered it.
I think what she's saying is, when do you stop hurting yourself, shit?
Yes.
Here's the thing, is that in September, when Lala and I were blamed for, remember when Lana kept coming in and dropping in the name of Steph and everyone thought it was you, and I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? Well, when she went live, Lana and her mods went live to try to get that person to hurt themselves. I did one thing. It was so selfish, or whatever the fuck it was, to get the attention off of that person because it was so dangerous. I don't have anything to do with that person. And what happened to me, what I need you to understand is that this isn't like old stuff. That they literally took someone that I helped raise, and they have crushed like the whole thing in an effort to fuck with me in a way that is so incredible. So I don't want to answer your question. I'm sure I did at the time, but again, I can't hold space for the impossibility.
When do you stop hurting yourself?
I don't.
That way, you're not hurting.
Okay, let me. If I do that, you don't have to watch. I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I can say, what I can't say, what I'm not gonna be, what I've stopped saying. I know about Lala's upcoming shit, and then that's a change that happens. I know that now that there's 80,000 fucking views to her videos, that's changed shit. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. People, for whatever reason, like in your comment section, like, or like litigation, yeah, right. Okay, well, that's great that they are not burdened with it or don't have whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't want to answer that. It doesn't matter because you don't
stop focusing on chat. Talk to us.
There's no way that I ever could have conceived that a true crime community would be super duper okay with Lana having an anniversary to content that tethers anyone to a crime based on the manipulation of their voice. DeLorean, you told me that. I gave you back your own advice, and again, like this is a lot. I don't invalidate her experience or anyone else's experience. I'm again, I want to offer you relief for me. I'm sorry if I hurt you. That's important for me to express.
I'm not asking for
I don't
relief
want.
from you.
I don't.
I was your friend, and I thought you were mine. But when things got a little bit rocky, you decided to block me and bail. When
I blocked you when you told the DeLorean that I was
shut up
restreaming her
YouTube in the
channel.
background?
No, because I'm on my phone. I blocked you because you told the DeLorean that I was talking about her kids and restreaming her channel. Something that you came to my channel.
That you were speaking about her kids. However, I did think you were restreaming her, and I don't know. At that time, I was listening to DeLorean, and I was also listening to you. I had her muted on one, and I still heard her going on the other end, which was your stream. If you weren't restreaming her, oh my God, I cannot do this. If you were not restreaming her, I apologize, and that may have been my mistake. But all in all, that doesn't come back to you answering my question. When do you stop letting yourself be hurt by this woman that clearly gives no fucks about you, but in the meantime, you are hurting all your friends that were standing by you, that were there for you, and you're not seeing this? Like, it's just a fucking fuckery that you're not caring to see. It's all about Shift and Shift's opinion, and Shift being right, and Shift's way or no way, and I'm over it. Like, somebody's got to tell me.
Okay.
And I want to see what the hell went down with Dave, because I do not for the life of me believe that Dave did anything that you're claiming.
Did what? Okay, I'm not going to stay. I've got a few more minutes. I don't want to be screamed at. Also, this is something that, again, could have been addressed along the way, but I don't know what you mean. I can stop what? Again, Stephanie, for you.
Hold on. New friends did what? Who did what to Car? She's saying some of your new friends have done something to her.
Okay, I don't like this whole thing about people telling me who my friends are and they're not. Stephanie, for you, if there's something I can do or say or acknowledge that I haven't already, because I also believe, again, that I first of all, I was there, like, when you did I asked you if you wanted. I don't want to put out here the things that I believe that I tried to do to honor your loss. When you heard me cry about your loss, that created a change for us. And up until some point when something happened, that was something that we celebrated. We did some epic streams about it, about how the opportunity of understanding and compassion and all these things. And you were the one where it was like, what you gave like these amazing, lessons about it, where you're just like, once you understood that something that maybe was insignificant for you, but that was significant for someone else, and it was restorative and transformative. Like, I always celebrated it. And I unblocked you when Jet's mom was sick, because again, like, but I just didn't understand.
It seriously took somebody like being in the hospital sick.
It didn't take
to even.
I don't need to be connected. If this is your experience, there's no, there shouldn't be a loss. What I do with the situation that I've been in with Lana, again, I understand nobody. It is what it is. There's no point in like talking about that. But
right, it is what it is. But if it comes down to locked up, Chip, what are you gonna do with that content?
I don't want to hold space for that. And again, what's happening is happening. This doesn't help. Of course, I don't want to, because I want my nick.
How does it feel?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Me.
I can't do it no more. Like the echoing, and then she said she's not shutting off that YouTube in the background because she's on her phone. It just doesn't even matter. Like, she doesn't care to hear anybody else or to even. I just can't fathom it. I just can't. I can't.
I'm gonna respectfully step down, but can we not turn it into a hate shift stream, please?
Hey, can I
this
ask
isn't a
you a
hate
question,
ship
Exiled?
stream.
Exiled, can I ask
Oh,
you a question?
I'm not saying it is. I said, can we not turn it into one? That's
But
all I'm.
Exiled, can I ask you a question?
Why not? She's got everybody out as a hate stream.
Yeah, I'm here.
So I appreciate, since she's your friend, why you say that. I do appreciate that because she's your friend. However, I never heard you when she was dragging me or dragging my friends. I never heard you say, "Hey, can we not turn it into a hate stream?"
Yeah.
I often say a lot of things, but I don't say it up front because she doesn't handle an opposite opinion too well.
That
I
is
think
exactly
Be
that
held
is
accountable in the public eye, or otherwise it's just going to continue. That's the way I see it.
you're exactly right. So you know that about her, and then you enable it.
Still allow it. That's
It's not
frustrating.
okay. It is not okay.
It's not okay the way that she does people, and the more that people just let her do it and get away with it, it's hurtful, it's disrespectful, because there's a lot of us that actually cared about her.
Yeah, that's true. And if you care about a friend, you will be honest with them. Be honest with them. Tell them they're being an asshole. Tell them they're being the worst. Tell them they're not doing the right thing if need be. That's what a friend does.
And that's the kind of friend I am.
Yeah, I know you
That's
are.
Michelle. She'll tell you. I tell her all the time. I hate her. I can't stand her. She's an asshole.
And that's the type of friend I am. I just made the mistake the other day of saying something on a stream instead of saying it
Why
behind.
does it have to be your
Why
mistake?
is it's not your mistake. You didn't make a mistake. If that's the kind of friend you are, where you're honest with your friends.
I mean, look at all this. This is all honestly a chain reaction. I mean, I have to use observation. It's always key with first.
You don't have to be part of this. You can just not engage. It's very easy.
No,
You
it's
don't
not,
have to
not
participate.
even his mistake. It's the fact.
Step down here in a minute, but I was going to answer questions respectfully first as well.
You're always very respectful.
You really
Exile.
are.
I appreciate
You really
it.
I
are.
know. I love Exile for being so respectful all the time, and that's why it pissed me off so much last night.
And to be honest, and I'm not trying to call you out because I know you are a respectful guy and you are nice, but she's kicked you off before.
Yeah.
This is a repeated pattern.
I call it getting grounded.
But that's not an adult relationship.
No, exactly. That's not a behavior that you should accept from someone you think cares about you. Like, just like in general, like you shouldn't expect to be grounded by a fellow friend.
Yeah, like I said, I say that as a joke, but honestly, you know, like I said, I mean, it's something I'm trying to work on in that certain friendship. Not every friendship is established right from the get-go. Sometimes you have to
I agree. You're right. You're right.
Time.
Yep.
See, and right now, here we're talking about legitimate behaviors that we've all seen her, act on, and she's in chat now saying that Michelle gaslights her, and I'm sure I'll be next. It's always somebody else's fault.
It's never his fault. It's never nothing that's shift. It's never anything that where she could be like, you know what, I can work on that. I can work on that about myself. It's always somebody else and what they need to work on.
Excuse me.
And even when you were crying, I apologize, but it sounded like you were crying when I came in stuff. And she was saying, well, when I cried for you, and it's always about her. And it's that lack of realizing that there's this incredibly narcissistic, egocentric behavior happening that she doesn't want to change. We're all fucked up. None of us are perfect. We all have flaws. But
Car said that to me. Like, come on. Why is it that Car said it?
Well, I mean, I think Car has been absolutely attacked in a lot of ways, and Car has been a dick in a lot of ways.
Okay, so why does it have to be said out there? Car said that to me. What about you owning what you've done?
Right. Why
Well,
is it Carr said that to me? Why does she
right.
even have to be brought into it?
Why
When I
does
told
Exactly.
Claire
That's
saying
true.
something to
That
you
is true.
matter? What does that matter? You couldn't even answer the one question, the main question I asked. But yet you can have all these other beat around the bush bullshit stories.
Yeah.
And I'll say one thing, and this is no disrespect to anybody at all, because a lot of people have been hurt by her. But when she hurt Carr, there was like a collective, like, oh my God. Because out of any, Carr went hard for her.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
defended her relentlessly. If there's anybody on, with the exception of one other person, that she should never ever hurt, it shouldn't have been her.
Yeah.
And she just did it so lackadaisically, like, well, this is how I was feeling and this and that. And you know what, Shift? You can say and you can take on, use your FFS and all this other stuff and act like you're the victim. But at the end of the day, you do not have a trail of this many people saying these many things that are exactly alike about you unless
Yes.
it's for a reason.
What does this have to do with what we are speaking on right now? Nothing.
Okay, but I think we have all come up here to discuss what has happened personally with Shift. And what I'm going to say right now is I have tried. Everyone has seen it publicly.
Oh my God. Again with the
I've
chat.
I've tried so hard to make amends with Shift, but for fuck's sake, like, just stop speaking on Dave and Nicole. Like, just, I don't care about me. Just shut the fuck up.
And
I'm
honestly,
so
yeah.
angry.
Because if everybody always wonders, well, why did she side with Dave? Well, geez, I wonder, does Shift want everybody to know the other side of that coin?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot
Nicole.
of things.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that only for the fact that Lana is a piece of shit, and I don't want to ruin what those good people have going, that I haven't brought a lot of things to light. But I'll tell you one thing, Shift, I'll do it one day if you fucking piss me off enough. I told you that once, and I'll say it again. I don't care what Lana did to you. Does it suck? Yeah, but she's a piece of shit. So, big shocker. Did Mod Squad
just
something?
take it out on everybody else? Good night, Car.
And Nicole is not dirty. Nicole is not. That for Nicole to even say that, it really just resonates because it's like, yes, I'm so fucking angry. Also, like, Nicole would not be dirty, but so mad.
But Navigator, let me ask you a question. Why do you think he's creepy? Did somebody plant any little ideas in your head during their live streams?
Wait, hold on. I can't see chat, but
Navigator
said that Dave is creepy.
Earlier,
yeah.
No,
Dave has never done anything wrong. Like, he's messaged me about, just life in general, like with his mom and things that his mom's going through, knowing that my mom and his mom are somewhat going through they went through the same thing, basically. I feel for Dave. He's never spoken to me out of disrespect. He's never done that. I've never given him the opportunity to think that I wanted him to be like that. Like, for some reason, something tells me in order for him to come off creepy, somebody has to implant a seed in his mind to make him think that it's okay.
But that's just it, though. Do you know how many times when there was conversations going on and he was just going right along with the conversation? She never scrolled you a video of that chat, did she? Nope. She showed you very, very precise screenshots. And a lot of those memes that she claimed made her feel uncomfortable, he sent me the same memes. I'm sorry, I just have a sense of humor. Lastly, if he made you feel so uncomfortable and you felt so icky and wanted him to leave you alone, why were you going on and continuing to message him for so long, girl?
Thank you, Nicole. Exactly.
Oh, why still continue to this day? Hey, Dave, come up on panel. Like,
okay.
You don't just continue to call out somebody you're so scared of.
You're gonna bail, Shift.
Of course she's gonna bail. Michelle, every time we try to call her on her behavior, this is what she does.
It makes me so angry.
Guess what, Shift? I have the chat from Dave. I have more than you think I do.
Shifty baby.
This is one of my
Anarchy. Anarchy, thank you so much. TG is a freaking amazing human being. And he also is going through some really hard things right now. And he doesn't burden anybody else with it.
No, Dave
Nicole,
never.
He hasn't even been active on YouTube lately, and she still plays the Dave G is a creeper.
Oh yeah, no.
Like leave the man alone.
Dave does nothing.
Exactly. Like leave the man alone. He's going through all kinds of shit. How would you feel if you were going through what he was going through and somebody constantly pulled that shit on you and called you a creeper?
Exactly, Steph. I've texted with him recently late at night just to like be like, oh my god, here's fun things, and now it's like I'm mad. I'm just really mad, and I'm tired of YouTube.
And I think rightfully so. And also,
I just can't.
Go get him, Piper.
Sorry, I had to break the mood.
Oh no,
you're fine.
You're fine, hon. But I'm so over I'm going to attack everybody. I don't know if anybody saw, was it your community post stuff or was it yesterday's live that I commented?
It was my last night's live, and all my comments were being blown up with her fighting with everybody in it for having an opinion that didn't match hers.
So if anybody wants to know a little bit about how Shift behaves, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to Shift. You don't have to listen to Michelle. Go to that chat section. Because I replied directly to Shift. And what's the first thing she did? She had to throw, and I'm not even going to mention this person's name because I actually care about them. But she mentioned a friend of hers who's going through some legal issues. And she's like, oh, keep it up, because she has court coming up. What kind of a friend does that? My issue with you has nothing to do with this sweet person who's never done anything to me.
Exactly. And
I agree.
What took me off and made me so heated to go live right now is because she wanted to throw up the fact that Lala and Lana have this fucking court date coming up and everybody will see then. No, what does that have to do with our issues that we're trying to bring forth because of you and your actions?
Well, and
it's just another fucking side wall just to pull the wool over your fucking eyes.
Okay, so let's have a conversation about how our relationship with Shift has happened. It's frustrating. It brings anger. We need to address our relationship.
I think the thing that hurt the most is when she said, I was a friend to all of you guys, but you guys were never a friend of mine. Like, seriously? You knew me by name. Who the fuck are you to say I was never your friend? You knew me by name.
Yep.
I knew you by a fucking platform handle.
It's really fucking hard.
She really has a hard time with understanding the idea or the concept, rather, that other people have things going on in this world that do not revolve around her.
Well, and everything is her.
Yeah, Nicole. If it's not her, then it's nobody.
Absolutely. I mean, there's, like Michelle said, and her and I have talked about this. When we didn't just end our relationships with Shift on a whim. Like, we tried. Like, it was like
many times.
It was like banging your head against a wall. And it wasn't that we wanted to be mean. We didn't speak out right away. It was after live, after live, after live, after live. You can only hear your name on a live being dragged so many times before you're like, okay, you know what, bitch? hold on.
Oh,
So go ahead, hon.
no, you're right.
Either I lost service or you guys did.
I have no platform, but yeah, we are angry and frustrated. Oh my God. I'm so mad.
I'm honestly, I'm just sad, and I'm hurt for those that are gonna be in the trails
Bless
behind
you.
everybody that's already been
Thank
through
you.
it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot
Oh,
of
we all
people
fucking
tried.
tried. I did it in chats. Yep.
And I think, bless you again.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank
And
you.
I think, though, I think we can, I mean, I believe that none of us here really, we don't hate her.
I don't hate her.
But
I
we
thought
would
she was
like
a
her to
friend.
just stop.
Speak for yourself. She's a fucking complete dick that has shit on me.
No,
Like,
she is a dick.
beyond measure. She is a terrible person to me.
I'm sure I've earned myself another 48 hours worth of a lie. Maybe even 72. But at this point, nothing even that was said here tonight even made its way through to her. I feel.
Oh, no. It really didn't, because you can hear it. And when you were trying to get through to her, her answers involved me, I. And
Yeah.
why is it okay for
La la
Lana
la and la la and Layla
Yes,
and Layla
Nicole.
and her and blah, blah, blah. Like, what does that have to do with any of this?
And nobody that was ever her friend, currently or previously, none of us think what Lana did was okay. My personal opinion, Lana's a piece of shit. Okay, that's my opinion. But
Exactly. We can all agree on that.
Nobody thinks it's okay what Lana did. But that doesn't mean, but us like saying, oh, you're right, Schiff, that was a dick move on Lana's part. None of us doing that is going to make Lana take anything off the internet. It's not going to, we have no control over Lana.
And that's why it was my question. When do you finally pat yourself on the back and get to move on with your life and say you've done all you get to do? Because what happens if that whole predicament comes up where she's locked up and there's nobody there to take that content down and it still remains there for years to come? Then what? What do you do then?
Exactly. And I'm just tired of her. Like, it was one thing when she was hurting me. Like, yeah, that sucks. But when it starts being people you care about, and it's not just one or two people you care about, but it's several or a dozen, then it's like, God damn, stop fucking hurting people.
It gets to be sad, and somebody, eventually somewhere has to bring it up to what it is. And clearly, no matter what, if somebody calls it out 50 million times, it doesn't matter. It's just never going to get through to her, I guess, because the only truth in the matter that matters is hers. And it's no three-sided story, his, hers, and the truth. It's hers, and hers.
Right. And I mean, I would be happy, like, she can drag me every single day. I want her to leave other people alone. There are people that have real serious, like, real things happening that are tough. And, I don't want to name any names, but it's like, just stop being a dick.
Stop hurting people. Thank you, Nicole.
Stop hurting those that are standing by you and trying to be there for you. Stop. Fucking apologize at some point. Admit you're wrong.
Oh, well, I don't ever think that's gonna happen.
No, that will never happen because she's always right.
I mean, I didn't even try to sound funny when I said that. I don't think that will ever happen. I don't think she has the capacity to have that sort of self-realization. I just want her to stop it, though. That would be like the best thing.
I love that.
I think that was the whole purpose of both of my videos, both last night and tonight, is to be like, look, you're fucking hurting people who don't deserve it. Like, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
People that have stood by you, people that have thought they were your friends, somebody that thought that maybe they meant something to you and like you meant to them, but in reality, nobody means a damn thing to her. This is the internet, and that's what it is to her.
Aww.
Michelle,
I love
stop playing with
that.
puppies.
What are you doing? What are you awing about? Are you awing over Alicia's boobies?
No, I am living for the truth of things because I'm struggling, honestly. Like
Oh,
seasonal bullshit, like we
I'm
all
sorry, hon.
are, right? Aren't we?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all here and we're all like, oh my God, what the fuck? But we need to support and lift each other. I'm just so frustrated. YouTube is a fuckery.
This is
Bless
just
you.
frustrating because, you know,
Bless
and then
you.
she wants to call me out for making, if I made a mistake, I admitted it. You heard me say it right here on live. I had up
I
several
know you
screens
did.
and
You
I
did.
still heard DeLorean, knowing that I had DeLorean's page up, and then I had Shift's page up in the background, but I could still hear DeLorean's voice. But I knew on my one page where DeLorean was playing, she was muted. So I don't know. Maybe I had up a third screen. I don't know. If I was wrong, I was wrong. I admit it. Now, how about you admit your wrongs? Damn.
Love that.
But again, it's
fuck's
like
sake.
You on StreamYard with my boobs.
I mean, who doesn't StreamYard and boob or boob and StreamYard?
You about
But-
killed me with that comment, Anarchy.
But yeah, honestly, Shift, just like, I know that you're probably right now really in your feels and you're like, everybody's attacking you. And to
Right.
a certain degree, yeah, we are. Okay.
Bless
But
your heart,
also,
Shift.
but it's coming from a place of how you've treated people.
Mine's coming because I cared. I mean, I care for her. I thought she was my friend, and honestly, the day that woke me up was the day she's like, you all were never my friend, no friend of mine, or whatever she said. In the way she said it, I was like, I double blinked, I double took, I double listened. I'm like, did I hear what I heard? I mean, like, for real? Like, wow.
Aww.
Well,
I mean, honestly, mine's coming out of care and out of concern and out of hurt and out of pain and out of fucking pissed offness.
But if it
Shift
it
has
won't make you feel any better. But you're the better person for having that care, for wanting to still on some level.
I guess so, Callie.
Wait,
just like I said, if she didn't restream her, then she didn't. That was my mistake. I admit that. But
like I literally heard her say 20 times that she's sorry for it, though. Like Steph said, Steph said if she did it, it was a mistake. She's sorry. Now she can only apologize for it so many times. So if that is the issue and she's apologized, maybe Shift, you can't apologize for one damn thing. So if you're trying to put this off on somebody else, just apologize, move on.
Oh my gosh.
Exiled one, I know.
I mean, everybody's allowed to make a mistake at some point. If that was my mistake, I own that mistake. I mean, 100%. Then that was my mistake. I am sorry. I'm sorry if I misled a whole fucking chat to be what it was. I explained how exactly it was. I had up two tabs that day. One was DeLorean's, one was Shift's. I had up DeLorean's page because I had just muted it, but yeah, I could still hear DeLorean playing through Shift's live, so that made me believe that maybe Shift was streaming her. Now, had I have possibly had up a third fucking tab? Possibly. Things happen like that.
And you're human, and that's fine. Like, everybody makes mistakes. You've apologized for it. There's nothing more that you can do. Secondly,
I may be a little high.
I was just going to get on to that in a second. I was going to say that was kind of rude, Anarchy. Like, if you're going to talk about it, at least share, but whatever. But no, Exiled one, no one's asking you to attack her. I don't even want to attack her. I'll be honest with you. She did probably Michelle, what do you think? How many? She did at least 36 lives about you before you spoke up about her.
Yeah, I gave a no fucks. I was like, okay, fine. You know what? It's okay. Like I my pinpoints of life are very structured. Like I need to have my like actual concerns.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the whole point that she come up here and all she could do is throw other people's names into it and
Oh,
deflect.
yeah.
Why deflect? Like answer the questions that are being asked.
Oh
Can I
no, she will always deflect
deflect?
and oh my god.
Can I say something only because I've forgotten like 10 times. I keep meaning to say it and I keep forgetting. You guys laugh, but you know it's me.
Hurry before we run off again.
I know.
One thing I want people to understand is that, and I've witnessed this. Obviously, I know when I'm being lied about, but when I've seen it happen to my friends, there's a lot of what she says now, whether it's intentional or not, she's not being factual about. So when she drags a lot of these people, she's not
Yeah.
always telling the truth. I've seen her lie about me, obviously. I've seen her lie about Michelle. I've seen her lie about David. I've seen her lie about Sofa. I've seen her lie about Card. It's like,
Yeah.
and she's lied about you, Steph. So it's like, I just want people who listen. I wish nothing but the best for her. I don't care what she's done to me, but I just want her to stop it. Like
Me too.
this
Yes,
point going forward, just stop
exactly.
hurting people. So I'm not saying, leave her chat or don't follow her, whatever. You guys do you, but just please know that when she's dragging all these people, all in the name of, bringing Lana down, not all these people are guilty. Sometimes all these people tried to do was just walk away. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
Nicole is like, okay, I want to just be here for the thing. And then, like, oh my God, you have absolutely been part of the bullshit that I have dealt with. Like, community posts and, like,
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, bless you.
I know. No,
Bless you,
like,
bless you, bless you.
just dealing with going on with like things that are hitting pinpoints. It hurts. It really hurts. And I know you are part of that. And I'm thankful that we are able to have conversations through that, Nicole.
And I think that a lot of us, I mean, bless you.
I'm
Bless
sorry.
you.
I know. I'm
Bless
not.
it.
Don't. I tell my husband, stop blessing me. I'm like, I go on sneezing benders. I apologize. Go ahead. I'll
You know
mute.
that they say after so many sneezes in a row, somebody you know is pregnant.
Oh,
All right,
it's
then
not
stop
me.
it right
It's
now. Don't
not
you
me.
dare say that. Don't you dare.
You
Don't you
asshole.
dare.
I'm dead serious. It's happened before. I've seen
All
it.
right,
I've
well, it's
witnessed
not.
it.
Somebody else get up on panel, so it's not me or Michelle.
It's not me, damn it.
Who else wants to come up? Where's Sofa? Where's Sofa when we
Sofa
need
could
her?
be the pregnant one.
Is she feeling better? Is she feeling better?
She is. She's healing. She's getting better. So
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for that. I cannot
Oh
stop
my
sneezing.
goodness.
I am having a situation. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, just know that
I'm sneezing and farting. Hold on.
oh
We got a
goodness.
situation and a half.
I could just imagine the look on the dog's face right now.
I know, right? Why are you farting? It's supposed to be me.
But yeah, no, Exiled, I don't know if you're still listening.
Okay.
nobody wants you to attack her, and it's not that.
No,
Nobody
Not that we don't
someone
understand,
who can
is a
support and who
very
doesn't.
kind person.
but we
I
would
mean-
also like her to stop attacking others.
Yeah.
And stop being mean to others. Like, start taking other people's opinion or feelings into account. Like, think about how others would feel if put yourself in their shoes. Like, you may be going through a lot, but so may they.
Exactly. Do you remember? A lot of people don't know this, but I know Michelle does. When I was in August, when I was hospitalized and she was dragging me, somebody said, "Lay off Nicole she's back in the hospital again," and she's like, "Not my problem." And it's like, what's the matter with you? Like, it didn't matter. Like, it's just, but it's just the thought process that,
But
we
she
all
would
have.
want that same respect if it was her.
Right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Right.
Jesus, we're all gonna get pregnant.
I swear to God, Michelle, if I get pregnant, you're taking care of it.
It's fine. I'm going to adopt the baby and you have no idea. I'm gonna fucking steal your baby. Come on.
All right.
On,
you know what? A lot of people don't know this, but
Hello, Danielle.
Michelle is a legitimate cat burglar, and by cat burglar, I mean I have a cat, and she constantly steals my fucking cat.
Hold on. I have a super gas right now, and I'm farting, so I apologize. I love that I'm talking to Nicole, and I'm laughing so hard right now, but Nicole knows I am a cat burglar, literally.
She does. She takes my damn cat. Like, it's weird.
It's awesome.
And if it was anybody else, if it would be anybody else, I would probably be pissed. But because it's Michelle, I'm like, all right, it's Michelle. She's weird, whatever,
She's the only one that has candies in her grandma's ashtray.
Yeah, she's the only one that has the right to steal my cat.
I hate both of you.
Anarchy. What did I say? If you're going to get high, you must share.
Yeah, I'm way too high for this.
I'm gonna cough. Be right back.
Dude, if she sneezes or coughs anymore, I'm worried
she's gonna pee herself.
Well,
she's
yeah,
already peed herself.
I was just gonna say she may have already. Yeah, I probably would have.
Yeah,
by
she
now.
got in one of those grandma diapers.
Hey, those things aren't. I've been in the hospital.
I'm sorry.
They're not too shabby.
Did you bitches just call me a grandma? I will fucking cut both of you. I'm not.
Yeah, we said grandma panties.
I will fucking kill both of you. The end.
Good thing the distance between
all
of us.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Grandma? I'm just kidding. I love you. But
she always tells me she's going to kill me, and I always have to remind her the distance between her and I has just saved my fucking life.
You know what, Michelle's, when she says I'm going to cut you or I'm going to fucking kill you, it's like, hey, boo, I love you.
I know, right? Exactly. It's the same with I hate you. It's like, I love you so much.
Yeah, when I tell Nicole I will fucking murder you right now, she's like, okay, I
bring the wine.
Anarchy's got all the choice of drugs.
Oh my God.
The drugs. She's got all the ways to be drugged and hidden.
Anarchy, so I didn't know
Nicole
any of this.
Came up here so we could talk.
Yes, well, it's okay because according to Granny's number 100, I am a druggie. And I'm like, I'm glad you know this. My whole life is on CCTV. Thank you.
Well,
Wait, who said you were druggy?
Granny's victim number 100 in NC's chat.
There's an actual user called Granny.
There was at one point. Yeah.
Oh, I was confused. I was like, what? Who? What?
I just laugh at it and go along with it. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Wait, NC has a channel again?
Wait.
Yeah, she's back up and running.
Hold on. She is somewhere?
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't know.
under Natasha Cooper.
By the way, for being a cat burglar, at least feed the damn cat. That's all I'm saying.
This green is making me type with one eye closed. I'm not sure what is happening. Well, now it's all part of things for hippie sissy.
You are
now
you are the absolute worst.
The numbers dwindle.
Hi, hippie sissy.
Now that the fun starts, the numbers dwindle.
I know, because we're not yet. It's true, because if we were cussing and hooting and hollering, people would be like, oh, yeah, go.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
We hit like 23 at one point, I think, there's, if not more. And that was in the heat of things, but now everybody's dwindling down. It's like 13.
Aww.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me add. Michelle, why you gotta be a bitch?
I am an absolute bitch, and I have to go poop. So text me, everyone, please. My
Put a plug in
available. I have to poop. Oh my god.
I'm the plug. Oh yeah, I'm the plug, and I'm from.
Are you gonna take
Nicole knows
poop?
I'm a bitch.
But she's a lovable bitch. I'm a bitch too.
Oh,
however you choose to describe that, it's up to you.
Right.
We are bitch ass friends. I love it. Oh my god.
But you know what? But this goes back to the whole, and this is going to sound wrong, but hear me out. This goes back to the shift thing. We're all capable of being bitches. Okay, we're all fuckers on 100% one level or another. None 100%. Of us are perfect. None of us are holier than thou. We all have our own things. All I'm asking is for a shift to meet everybody else in the middle and just say, hey, you know what? I've had beef with that person in the past. What? Are you going to poop? What's going on?
I already said I have to go poop. So, like, but you're right, Nicole. Like, there is.
Can we get a blue tipped one, please?
What's a blue tipped poo?
You both are assholes. I hate you.
No, hippie sissy, that is not a bad thing at all. It's more like, can you hook a girl up?
All right, I'm gonna go poop and hit.
Okay, you enjoy your poop, and if it's blue, be sure to post a picture.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. Love you.
Oh.
Okay, Steph. So tell me, aside from all this crap, what else is going on with you? What good things are going on?
I'm gonna kick Michelle from. Oh, there she goes. Not much. I mean, I just been down sick, and I finally had enough. Like I was like, half of those messages I didn't even know were going on. Like half of those comments, and just to see it continue and continue and continue, and it's just like everything was a deflection, and it just pissed me off.
Well, I think rightfully so. I mean, you're entitled. Look, your feelings were hurt, rightfully so. You're just in that feeling, and it sucks when somebody hurts you, especially someone that you really cared about. And so, I feel bad for you. I do. I mean, we've all been hurt at one time or another by somebody. So my heart goes out to you. It sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't even me that, that was hurt in all of this. It was seeing somebody else be hurt in the same way that we've seen multiple others. And the fact that there's just no accountability being taken for the things being said and done. You know, at some point, when do you grow up and become an adult and take accountability for the hurt and the pain that you've caused upon others?
Well, I mean, you're preaching to the choir there. And I think that some people do have a hard time taking accountability or being sorry for something. But for me, it's like, okay, you can't vocalize that. Okay, you can't say you're sorry, or it's hard for you to wrap your head around the fact that you may be at fault here, but maybe just stop though. Let's not repeat the same pattern.
Right. Like if you notice that one cycle ended badly because of the way you behaved or the way you handled things, when do you stop repeating that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like not everybody has to like everybody. Nobody has to think, you know, I'm an angel or a saint, or you are, or Michelle is, or anybody. But that doesn't mean that we have to tear each other down. I said it before. Lana is a piece of shit, in my opinion. And I do think what she did to Shift was wrong.
Yeah.
But I also know that if you're dealing with a piece of shit, I'm not sure that in a year worth of fucking going
YouTube
crazy on
videos
their
and
ass,
going back and forth is gonna solve that problem.
If Lana's behavior is to do this type of thing in the first place, I don't feel that going at her for a year is the way to get her to not do it.
Especially if it's somebody that scares you so much, like it's being portrayed, you know? I'm sorry, if somebody scares me and worries me and makes me fear for mine and my family's well-being, I'm not going to sit on YouTube and entice it and continue going after them for a year. I'm going to hang up the fucking YouTubes and I'm going to handle it with the law properly. And I'm going to try to make a distance with this person as far in between as I can from me and them, you know?
Right. And I think that many people can relate to that. And I think that's why so many have tried to talk to her and say, hey, just stop. Like, she's not going to take, whether it's she's going to take it down or she's not or whatever. So many people have tried to get what you just said, that very sentiment, across to her. And everybody who tries to get that sentiment across to her turns out to be, you know, the evildoer. And that's what sucks, is because I know you, I mean, I know I did, I know Michelle did, but even you and like DeLorean, and I hate to throw her in there, but a lot of people really gave her a lot of their time, attention, and truly cared. And I think that that's what, at the very end of the day, if she could just take a step back and go, you know what, even though I didn't like the way they did it, they did care about me. I can see that now.
And it comes down to also, you know, like one of the last things I even typed to her before the other night in her chat was, you know, she talks so much about missing home and missing her family and wanting to be home with her family. You know, me as a friend, I want her to go home and be with her family and be with her friends, be with those that love and care about her, that she knows in personal ways. You know, I want that for her. And so
Right.
my one main question was, you know, if you truly are not who they say you are, and you have not been doxxed, your picture has not been thrown out there as you for who you are, you know, they got the total wrong person. Why not go home for the holidays? Go home, see your family, be with your friends, be with your loved ones, be where you want to be. And I was made to be this horrible villain for suggesting if this whole scenario.
But see, you're not the only one to suggest it, but you are in the same category as the other people who have suggested it, and then she flipped out on them.
Yeah, like I just became the worst of the worst, and that's when she decided that I deserve to be blocked. Like for wanting you to be home with your loved ones.
Yeah, I mean, she loves to talk about me and Michelle, but she blocks us. She loves to talk about
I'm
people.
sure I'm on that block list for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really, that's why I said I wanted people to understand that just because she's saying it doesn't mean it's true. And it's like with all the stuff she says about Lana and her mods. Now, she says all these things about Lana and her mods. She wants us to believe that, right? What if we didn't? What if by her continually, dragging all these people down, what if she turns into the little boy who cried wolf? Maybe she just needs to stop because she is losing her credibility and it is hurting her truth. I hate to call it that, but everybody has truth and trauma, and every time she does this to somebody, it discredits her a little bit more. So she's hurting herself.
Anarchy so high. Navigator, I appreciate you stepping in, and I don't believe like anarchy's meaning you per se. Obviously, everybody knows, Navigator, you're one that's going to speak your opinion and tell it how you see it, no matter what. And I don't believe you're ever going to be a yes woman, or a yes ma'am kind of person. I mean, but at the same time, we as those that have been hurt by her have the right to speak how we feel when we see it continuously happening time and time again. And the whole point of the live is to say, look, you're seriously ruining friendships that you could have that could actually mean something in the long run had you have gave it that shot and you wasn't such an asshole to them.
I blocked her on June 4th. She still can't shut up. And granted, she doesn't mention me as much as she used to. But you'll be far cried for her to not say, if she mentions Michelle, she's most likely probably going to mention me. Or if she mentions me, she's going to mention Michelle. Or if she mentions Dave G, she'll mention me or Michelle. It's always this like, I don't know, domino effect.
And why continuously when you're telling why, like, okay, we've all heard the story, we've all heard it 100 times over. Like when you get on and you're trying to make a point, why make it a 5-hour live? Because each time it just gets longer and longer, your stories gets longer and longer, and because you got to include what this happened and that happened, and it's just enough is enough. Like, just if it's horribly that bad, I don't understand why not handle it the proper way, let the law handle it.
Well, she said a year ago that not a year ago, but shortly after she started her channel, and or at least I became aware of it, in her earlier lives, she said that she had filed a police report and that she had all this evidence, so that's been a long standing tale. And I use that term quite literally because I don't think any of that's happened, and that's fine. It doesn't have to happen. I'm not here to speak on her journey or whatever. I'm just asking her to not speak on everybody else all the time.
And stop treating others like they don't matter. Like, because everybody...
Absolutely.
Everybody has their own truth to anything to any situation. Everybody has their own way of seeing things, their own way of retelling things, their own way of the way things happen. Just everybody has their own way about everything, and it's sad because in the long run, who knows? This may break up many friendships, even just doing this tonight. But at the same time, it's like that was a risk I was willing to take, because at some point, when is enough enough?
Well, look, if you're not doing anything tonight to harm yourself, you're speaking your truth, and
well,
right.
Some people will say different. This isn't my truth. I mean, it's not the truth. It's my truth, not their truth.
Well, and the thing is, though, you're entitled to talk about, if she's entitled to talk about you, you're entitled to talk about her, and you're entitled to give your side of the scenario. Everybody is. I mean, I know for a fact that, well, not for a fact, prove me wrong, Shift, but I'm sure that she'll go off on me for weeks now because of this, but it hurt me, and that's why I messaged you that she had once again, because I feel like she's hurt you in the past. That was my opinion, just as like an outsider perspective.
Several times.
And it sucks when you see somebody that's trying to be a genuine, kind, caring person, and they get hurt. And it doesn't have to be because I've had problems with her. It's because I've known you. You and I have been on Messenger for God a long time. So I mean, I've known you before all this. So it wasn't like you were a complete stranger to me. I like you and care about you as a person. So that's what it boils down to. So if someone is speaking ill about you, you're entitled to speak your piece as well.
And let's make it, well, no, yeah, we've been in DMs for a long time, but that doesn't mean we speak like
right.
We've gone months at a time without speaking. Like, it's just only, you know, when we feel like we need to reach out to one another and check on one another or whatever it may be. It's a simple fact that you know when somebody's being legit and when they're not, you know.
Well, and just, you know, even if we've all, you know, had girlfriends or friends or whatever tell us, you know, and sometimes, you know, you're just like, I don't know if that's true, but you don't necessarily always want to call out your friends. But when this is a repeated, like this is, I know that for a lot of us, this trauma that she's had, it seems to consume her. And I know that, right. And so I know that many of us were always kind of like, we didn't want for it to consume her. We didn't want it to be all that there was in her life. So I wish she would realize that a lot of people did genuinely care and not, that's what shocked me when she did what she did to Carr. It's like, that blew me away. That really did. As bad as I thought she was at that point, I did not see that coming.
I hope Navigator at least comes back and watches this, or is at least still watching, because, you know, I definitely feel like, you know, it was a mistake. I mean, 1 minute you're blocked on our channel, the next minute you're not. Nobody knows, you know, anything.
I missed what happened with Navigator.
Just a comment was made that, you know, her chat is filled with yes women, and, you know, in ways it is people that is just willing to bow to it. But that's why I said at some point somebody's got to be that person to stand up and be like, yo, look at what you're doing, please, like, wake up before you ruin what good friends or relationships you could have. Like, I'm sad that mine and hers went down the drain the way that it did, but I mean, could I have probably done things differently? Absolutely. And I'm willing to say that. But at the same time, I don't feel like I am the only one in that place.
Well, you are willing to say that, though. That's huge. You are willing to say that you could have done things differently. And it would be awesome if she could meet you in the middle and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I could have too. And, you know, as far as, so some people in her chat have come and gone, or they're new, or they have been around for a really long time. And I don't have anything bad to say about any one of them, but that's why I wanted to make it clear that it's just her saying something doesn't necessarily make it true.
Exactly.
So, and a lot of times everybody is capable of being emotional and getting caught up in the heated moment and just, you know, spewing things, whatever. And I get it, but, you know, she needs to just take a step back. Not everybody is the enemy. Not everybody is Lana, you know?
Right. And I've always said, you know, even since the beginning of my channel, anybody and everybody's welcome here. There is no sides here. I don't pull that crap. Like, I don't want my chats to be like that. I don't want my platform, my channel to be like that. I believe, you know, because not only is that stunting my own channel growth, but that could be hindering a friendship or a relationship that could be something. You know what I mean? That I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't want any, and I know you don't, but I don't want anything bad for Shift.
Me neither.
I just want her to stop hurting other people. And I'm not saying that she's doing it intentionally. On some levels, do I think that she does do things intentionally? Yeah, I do.
Yep.
That's my perception, though. That's not fact. So
Right.
I just want her to take a look at the behaviors. Just like as adults, we all have to do that. We all have to listen to other people's perspectives and be willing to, do some sort of self-analyzing and saying, hey, maybe I could do that differently, and, treat people differently. And, it's like, I think you mentioned this, maybe it was Michelle that mentioned it. And I know a lot of people do this on YouTube, and for many people it's meant in fun. But when you're putting people on memes or these, animated video things to songs or whatever, and you're saying very derogatory things about them, it's really shitty. And I know for a fact, I know she hoots and hollers when she puts it up on her channel, but if anybody dared to do that about her, she'd have a freaking cow. So, Shift, just cut it out. Like, be an adult.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, if Dave was to even do a half of what she's done to him, we would all never hear the end of it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what really gets me about the whole Dave G thing. And I know she's always like, oh, you chose Dave. You chose Dave. No.
Why is it got to be a choice? God.
I think she says it because of what happened the day that I blocked her. And I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to give her that audience, or that, that'll just give her more of a reason to be like, oh, Nicole released our personal conversation. No, she just said for the umpteenth time something about Dave that I knew was bullshit, I knew was wrong, and I knew it was a lie. And that was just enough for me. So it's not that I chose Dave G. No, I chose a friend who wasn't lying and manipulating me.
And that wasn't making me feel like I had to choose.
Exactly. So, and like she says, her and I aren't friends, and that's fine. Just stop hurting my other friends.
Right.
Really, Jen, what I would.
Hey, how are you today? Sorry. Just some BS in the video DMs, in the color or in the.
Hi, Jet's mom.
In the replay from last night, the DMs, all the not wanting to take accountability for people's actions, and at some point, I just get tired of hearing people or seeing people hurt by certain peoples. That's all, Jet's mom. That's all. I can be sick as a dog on here and still on here, like, what the hell? Like, you're blowing up my comments, arguing with people. And not only are you blowing up my comments, but you're messaging people in their personal DMs because of a comment that was left on my video. Like, where? Like,
yeah.
Kelly didn't deserve that. Nobody does. Everybody has the right to their own opinion and their own truth. You're not the foregoer in anybody's truth.
Right. Exiled one.
You worded it was perfect.
Well, I don't know if it's perfect, but it's how I felt, and it's how I felt. Exiled one. I don't disagree with you that Lana has done something to her, and I don't disagree that it has caused her mental duress. I also do not think, though, that gives her the green light to cause other duress for other people. That's where I have a problem with it. And my problem isn't that I've just seen it happen a handful of times or a dozen times. We're talking countless, easily 24 people, and that's probably understating it.
So wait. I got a question. So basically, you're saying Lena has fucked my friendship up emotionally, and it caused her trust issues. So because of Lana's reaction or Lana's actions, you have to forbear the burden of Lana's doings? I mean, that makes no sense. You are a completely different person from Lana. You know what I mean? Like I just gotta say, I can't agree with that.
What I'm saying is
Oh, I didn't know he was on. Hi.
that whole ordeal that happened is fucked her up emotionally, where she don't trust any of us if you're somebody that's hit a link before.
Okay, but wait, this is where I have to say I disagree with you. I was friends with her. I talked almost daily with her for a year.
That's fine.
Not Lana. If after so many conversations or talking with her so much in over the span of a year doesn't somehow build some kind of trust or some kind of friendship or something, then what the fuck was I thinking, or what was it all supposed to be for?
That's what I asked myself. That's the stage I'm at.
Well, and that's fair that you feel that way as her being your friend. That's fair. Nobody is taking that away from you. But at the same token, does her trust issues and the trauma she has from Lana, does that make it okay for her to inflict hurt upon others?
No, I know that she emailed me and she said, my help has caused her further hurt and trauma. And honestly,
What? Are you serious?
Anything that I've done, I haven't seen as anything of that nature. So it's like, that has to come.
Exactly what we're talking about, Exiled. Right
this is how she manipulates people. She's done this to all of us. She told you.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's a manipulation thing. I think that's how she truly thinks, because everything she accounts is to that incident.
When does some of this fall on her shoulders? On her?
The whole point is taking the accountability and how you react to things. That's my whole thing. But my thing
so
is,
you as a person are not allowed to have your own feelings, and you as a person that has spent how long, days, nights, God knows how long, weeks, months, trying to help her, trying to figure things out, and then only to find out you've only further supposedly hurt her. I mean, come on. When do your feelings matter? When do your feelings matter?
And support or support from a distance and step the fuck back, because I mean, shit. Everything is always mentioned from that incident, and everything that happens afterwards somehow gets tied into that incident. Exactly. So it tells me that trauma is somewhere tied to that fucking incident. That's just my opinion.
I don't think it's. At this point, I'm not almost sure that it's a trauma. I think it's just being able to play a victim mentality at this point. I guess that's the way that I see it. Because I mean, not everybody is Lana and Lana's doings. Not everybody is that person. I mean, I talked to her for a year for a year and was supposed to be a friend. She can remember every fucking incident of that happened with Lana, down to the littlest fucking thing, the smallest little smirk on Lana's face on this date at this time, but she can't remember, like, oh shit, this is about the time of the year when my supposed to be friend's mom passed away. Because, and you would think that may stick out to her, not only because of that reason, but because that's when we started talking. That's when we became friends. That's what brought us together. You think she would know that as some kind of monumental time in all of this mess. But no, it's all around Lana and Lana's fuckery. She's obsessed with it. She's got to stop, man. I worry for her.
Same. And honestly, I feel like the content violates terms of service. There's ways of getting rid of the content. She She's
willing to
trying this
come to the
peaceful
video.
approach, and peaceful approach doesn't
Peaceful?
work. Type of individual.
But she also isn't willing to say, hey, these are the videos. Please help me get them taken down. She doesn't. She's like, she wants you to go out and do all that research and do it yourself.
Exiled,
Like,
why can she not take on this situation either by herself or with the help of a close few friends? She tags complete strangers and demands that people do her bidding. And she is outraged when people do not stand up for her and speak out on her behalf. That's not normal.
Yeah, that's the part that's kind of concerning. It's doing damage to herself.
But okay, here's the thing though. And I don't know if Steph's going to agree with me. I'm pretty sure Michelle was. But I've been around a lot of women. And could this be some sort of deep-seated trauma that she doesn't realize she's acting this way? Sure, that's possible. But I also have seen her manipulate and then lie through her teeth. She's lied a lot about Dave G. A lot. Disturbingly so. And without skipping a beat. She's done the same with me. So that's not trauma. A trauma is when you're scared and you're fearful. And this is how your knee-jerk reaction is.
I understand that.
and in that case, you don't keep it going. You back away. You want to get as far from that predicament as possible. You handle it. You don't just continue to beat the fucking pig until it's dead.
Yeah, I agree too. And there is ways of doing it. It's just I don't know. It seems like someone went through a lot more than what's necessary for something that can be done.
And I guess I don't understand how, okay, going into a chat and being told that you're so and so, and then you continue to go back into the chat just to be told you're other people. Like, why keep it going? I mean, if the first time was that traumatizing, don't go back again for more.
I think Exiled, I think we all know the type of personality she has, where she has to be right. She's not very adept in thinking that maybe I have done something wrong, and I think that's where the I'm going to keep going back plays in. Because if Lana scared her so much and it traumatized her in such a way, she would have stopped. She would have put major distance between her and Lana. And again, I think Lana's a piece of crap. I do not condone or excuse anything she's done to anybody.
Don't give Lana the time of day. Not even to go in there to listen to one thing.
Yes, I usually handle things personally myself.
But not for her. She continuously goes back to the same person that's making her a victim.
Wow.
That's why I say I feel like it's all about being a victim for her.
I don't feel victimized when people dox and do shit to me and mine or something. It's just pointless. The motherfucker gonna spit off a bunch of shit that doesn't bother me for and if I do let it bother me, other people are gonna use it as some type of tool, as a weapon. Who gives a fuck?
I've said it before in the chat. The only way that somebody can dox a person is if somebody brings attention to it. You see it happen in a chat, you let the shit go by, you ignore it, and nobody even knows anything about it. Nobody says anything about it. If there's no attention brought to it, therefore, nothing happened. Screenshot it, stack up your evidence, and handle it with the proper authorities. But as long as you're not drawing attention to it and, oh my God, they just doxed me. I mean, nobody else in that chat or in that area would have ever known.
And I go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I was just gonna say, I guess the chat's having their own conversation. They're talking about Dave down there.
What are they talking about, Dave?
Yeah, Dave. They have their own part in the conversation.
I mean, honestly, I talked to Dave, you know, and he's only sent me information on back when I used to be a crime channel, you know, things that I might want to cover, you know, and it's just been friendly banter, and he's never ever, I mean, highs in chats, posting links, and that, you know, I've never got that feel from Dave ever. And that's why I say, unless she's given some kind of leeway to make him feel like he has the right to come off on her on any kind of sly, I don't see it happening. That's why I said there's got to be context. Show context to all your messages. And what does she say? Go to Dave. Get him from Dave. Like, no, I'm coming to you. I want you to answer for the things you're doing.
Well, and I think, you know, a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about Dave because he always has been nice to them. But an example would be, if we're going to talk about her trauma.
This is unresolved trauma, so it continues to cycle. Everyone send positive thoughts and
I've done that for a very long time, Jets Mom. I have not received positive thoughts in return. So I appreciate your sentiment. But I have tried that in the past. But one thing I want to say is that, and I know we're not saying it out loud because it's not our business to say, but Dave is going through something in his family right now that is horrific. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. It's heartbreaking. And a couple months ago, when he finally tried to stand up for himself against the lies she was spreading about him and went on a panel for like 3 minutes, and he broke down because the raw emotion he was feeling from what his family is going through, he ended up getting off panel. Michelle and I were on panel with him. And do you know what she did? She laughed about it. She laughed about his trauma.
David is going through a lot right now. And I can say I was there right in his shoes, right with him. And if I didn't have the one rack that I had that I could go to any time of the day, I don't know if I would have made it through it myself. I know what he's going through. And I just wish she would leave his name out of things anymore.
Right, like, right. Leave everybody's name out of it.
Yeah.
If you've had this trauma, many people have tried to be there with you, and you've kicked a lot of us while we've been trying to help, and that's, you know, fine, whatever. Trauma does manifest differently and people do respond to it differently. However, that does not give you the right to traumatize others.
And to make others' feelings and opinions matter any less than your own.
And if the trauma, like if what Exiled One says is so true, that the trauma is so elemental within her life, then please, Schiff, get some help. And I'm not saying that in jest or to make fun. I'm being serious.
Like, out of concern.
Like, you don't even need to go to a therapist. Sometimes it's about going into self, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Realizing some things that you don't really want to face about yourself or your situation or whatever it may be.
It's like I was saying, you know, if she was never truly fully doxxed, like, then go home, be with your family. As a friend, I'm saying I want you to be with your loved ones. Don't let this bullshit on YouTube stop you from being with your loved ones. Go home if you truly are not any of these people that are being called out. Like, stop and go home. Be with your family. Take time out. Get off of YouTube for a week. Spend your holidays with your family. But I was made out to be this person that could care less and just gonna throw her out to the wolves, and, you know, and didn't really care about her to begin with, you know? That's my question right there, Callie. How do we know she can't go home? How do we know she's not home?
And I just want to reiterate, because I don't want anybody to misinterpret anybody else's, you know, thoughts, is I don't think any of us wishes anything bad on you, Shift. We just want you to stop hurting other people.
I want her to stop hurting in general herself.
That's a very excellent way to put it. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's I feel like her hurting others is because of the hurt she's feeling from everything else going on around her and the situation she feels she's in. I feel like her not hurting herself and being able to heal from everything may put the end to, the way others are being treated and hurt and done by her.
I think it's the manifestation of her pain. And because a lot of it, she blocks out what she does. She does not see it.
Exactly.
I've dealt with a lot of people with severe pain. A lot of people in my lifetime. Not everything is always textbook. I've read textbooks,
Mm-hmm.
and there's definitely what I feel is trauma there, really.
I believe you 100%. I just feel like that's something that's got to be addressed offline in with her alone,
Yeah,
Well,
her in her own method.
wherever
Or,
she feels comfortable, however she feels comfortable doing it.
Yeah,
It's just, we all bump into that wall in life. Some of us have bumped into it long ago. Some of us haven't even came close to the wall yet.
right. I'm concerned for her, and I just don't want her hurting anymore herself. And that's, that's my concern as a friend. I don't like seeing her hurt, and I'm still speaking upon the situation as she's my friend because that's how I've always seen it.
Yeah.
and with trying to, work through in whichever way she chooses to, maybe if she used less energy focusing on others and focused more on what she's going through. And like you said, Exiled, it's
Went
different
through
for
a lot
everybody.
in a short period of time. I mean, honestly. Right here, Jut's mom. Sorry. I wasn't reading chat. I was focusing on this thing right here. This, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it to go up into the camera view. Let's see. I was focusing on this. Don't look at me. I'm grody. I'm coloring on my phone. Thank you. While I talk.
You're good.
But I do think that in a short amount of time, hearing her story, and all the losses she went through all in one time, that's a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, and I'm worried for her. I don't like seeing her hurt, and I feel like that's a lot of why she feels okay to hurt others. Hi, Jets mom.
Hey guys, I love you.
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm not here to yell. You know that.
Don't yell at me.
You imagine me when I yell, you know it.
She's like, no, I'll wait until later to do that.
I get what everybody's saying now. I'm understanding. But let's just all keep in mind too. And I understand a lot of people have been hurt across the board. And I just want to say, I'm sending positivity to everybody here, not just Schiff, everybody involved, because there's obviously some trauma behind it for everybody, and people are getting frustrated.
I honestly want to see the cycle end, Jess, Mom.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do too. And I really hope that, how do you say this? Like, so people don't want to be your friend anymore. Eventually, like, you're like, okay. You're like, okay, well, hopefully they change their mind. But, it is what it is. I think it's always the first time that hurts the worst because you're like, what? What happened? I didn't do anything.
Well, I don't think and I understand what you're saying. I don't think this has anything to do with people not wanting to be your friend.
No.
It's what she's done to bring it to a point where people walk away. And I don't know if it's Exiled one, maybe it was stuck, but no, everybody's dealing with different things and in their own way. So while she had a trauma that we're all very aware of because she's spoken about it, we don't know what anybody else is going through. So her behavior, which can be rather cruel, how do we know that isn't going to finally push somebody to a bad place?
It's like I was saying earlier. She's not the only one that's experiencing all these real or realities and truths and traumas. You know, there's other people out here that are going through their own personal battles, and when you're giving all you can, you know, because you're trying to be a friend to somebody, and then only to find out that it really didn't mean nothing in the end, because the way they can just throw you under the bus or boot you, or, you know, just throw you to the side like no tomorrow. I mean, that's hurtful too.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it's she's not taking into account, you know, other people are going through things too. They're taking time out of, and as in exiles, you know, to spend time trying to help her overcome this problem that she's been battling, only to get an email to say you're doing nothing but hurting me in the end. Like, what?
You know, it just, you know, this really reminds me of is stuff that when you're growing up and like change, whatever it is, transitioning into something new in this world. It could be a new job. It could be, you know, whatever any kind of transition. It can be complicated finding your place and your space. And I think a lot of what YouTube has created is a platform where, you know, people can really get hurt because you feel like you're, you know, really close to somebody, because you get that closeness when it may not be, you know, on the same level. And then if that's the
It
case,
on the other side.
yeah, it's like reciprocal. And I'm at a place in my life where I demand reciprocity. I can't say that. I demand reciprocal relationships, whether it be my family or a friend, or I want, you know, people to, what I give, I expect the same in return, and then I know when if I'm making the choice to overgive. And I had to take my own power and my own control of the situation. Does that make sense? So if I'm giving too much of myself, I have to, that's under me. I made that choice.
Yeah.
And so you know, we should all just allow, I believe in like just positively manifesting things for everybody. I know that sounds super hippie. That's why I'm wearing my hippie outfit for y'all. But it's true.
Such a hippie.
We think positive, and this is the time of year where we should be spreading cheer and sending positive thoughts and trying to let things go. And
seriously.
And then I'm glad you're talking about something that's hurt you, everybody here. And so we can, you know, allow it to move and not continue any cycling around it. I think that's probably the best thing for everybody.
Yes, and it sucks, but I mean, honestly, we can't achieve this without Shift being a part of it, Jet.
And she will be. You can watch things manifest through your own positive thoughts, and it will be something that she will get in her time. We just have to we have to keep that positivity rolling. And if it's not, we have to take control of our own options and our own choices around being friends with people, right?
Right. And I think many of us have done that. Mm-hmm. But at what point, just me, no offense, you say we all sound angry, and the other stuff you said, like, I think it's unfair to if someone is going to really go out of their way to damage someone's reputation for months, and then they speak out against it, why is that person then the bad person? Why?
Just to come in here and say that we all sound angry and not even try to understand the point that we are coming from, it's kind of upsetting. And what about where are you to tell her how angry she sounds when she's going through all this ups and downs when she's going through them? What about that? I mean, what about when she's treating others like shit?
Or flat out lying about people.
Yeah.
Which again, I've said several times throughout this live, and I've said we all
say that we're gonna push her to an edge. No, don't put that out on us. This whole thing was to be a friend and to help her to see, so that way it maybe the hurt in her can be subsided. She can see, where it is that everything is going wrong in the whole aspect of things. Like the instance after a year of being her friend and talking to her almost daily in the DMs and trying to understand and
yes, but
nights upon nights upon nights upon nights on live streams together, laughing and having fun, and for her to sit here and say that we were never her friend.
I miss the laughing days. I really do.
Like enough's enough. Like I know I don't even hold these kind of streams on my channel, but when is it okay for you to finally tell somebody that's supposed to be your friend, look, I feel like you're going wrong about doing things this way? As a friend, I would expect somebody to do that to me if it was a constant action or thing that I'm constantly doing that's destroying my relationships.
Steph, I will say something about you though. You always take constructive criticism very well. You are well, and if not that you need a lot of constructive criticism, that's what I'm saying, but there's, I think people can also, like this was kind of brought up earlier, it can, like right now, like I would be really upset if I were shift listening to this overall.
That's what I felt like, and that's why I tried to shut it down early. I was like, I don't feel like this is gonna do any good. I feel like honestly, only time this is gonna do any good is when she's really ready to reflect on certain things.
So in the meantime, everybody gets to sit back and watch it all happen, replay.
Right. Sometimes in a moment we can be right and wrong in that same.
And my experience with Shift personally is that she does take accountability and apologizes. That's been my experience. So
yeah, but
to me, it's only when it is to benefit herself that she'll do that.
When it keeps happening, there is a problem, and it needs to be looked at a little deeper.
And that's what this is about.
Call Jet's mom Mary. I'm Jet's mom.
What's okay? It's Margie.
You were going to call her Mary.
And I think that, Jet's mom, I think you have a very kind and sweet and genuine soul, and I appreciate everything they're saying. But if we were to take what you're saying and then look at, and I'm taking myself out of the equation. I'm not talking about stuff she's said or done to me. The stuff she's done to other people that just flat out don't deserve it. And I'm talking live after live, drag after drag, meme after meme, making videos and saying like, really like just it's crappy things.
And describing as toxic behavior. And yeah,
but if it was done to her, it would never be lived down.
Hurt people. That's always the situation.
That doesn't make it okay, though. That doesn't make it okay.
Because she hurt me, it gives me the right to go off and hurt everybody else. I mean, that's where it would be played out. And I don't see it. I don't see that I would have any right to hurt the next person coming along because of the person before them hurting me.
And always the question: are you Old Testament or New Testament? Right?
Sometimes that is the case at hand, though, and it's just to you, is that person worth investing that time into?
True. I mean, I mean, I did for almost over a year, or almost a little over a year, and it hurts when they say you were never my friend. We were, or we were never friends. Like why?
I sympathize with that. If you truly feel like you was that person's friend, but they felt otherwise, that would cut deep.
I mean, it's a simple fact that I never tried to push into her 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 personal. I knew where she stood. She was trying to defend, who she was and keep it under wraps. I never tried to overstep my bounds when it come to that. But I mean, for her to be like, you were never my friend, like why? Where do you come off and tell me I was never your friend? You knew me by my name. You knew me by name. I didn't even know that about you.
And I think, and Steph, you're entitled and you're in the right to be deeply hurt by that. She said that to many people. But what bothers me about, and this is no offense to anybody who's voiced this, it's just that when we say, oh, I would hate to be shift right now hearing all this stuff and it's going to send her to a bad place or whatever was said, it's like, okay, great. But what about when she's doing it to others? Do you guys have the same feelings?
Yes. I know you guys have seen me on panel. I'll try to distract her from the situations.
And we all have been there and tried it, and a lot of us have been kicked off the panel for doing so.
Yeah.
So that's part of where the feelings start to build up, honestly.
Yeah.
And
voice silent. I'll start trying to support that other person's voice.
And I know, Jet's mom, that you came in a little bit later in the live, but we've said several times, we don't want anything bad for her. We don't want her to hurt. We don't want people to leave her channel. We don't want people to unsubscribe.
We just want the cycle to stop.
Yeah, we just want the bad behavior.
Me and my friends, I mean, hey. Her message is somebody's throwing children out there on their platform in a malicious way that needs to be exposed.
I don't disagree. Things like that do have to be exposed. I don't think it has to be exposed in the way that she's demanding it to be exposed.
I feel like it's just, that's where it comes back to everything. It becomes a victimizing or her victim role, and it's when do you back up and say, I got to walk away from this, I've got to separate myself from this situation, because not only am I hurting, but I'm hurting others around me that are trying to be my friend and support me.
I'm looking at the psychology of it all, and I honestly think part of the reason why some of us get hurt by it is the factor is we're trying to deal with it in her way because she wants it dealt with in a delicate way, but we all have our own levels of expertise, I should say, on dealing with situations. So we're kind of dealing with something blindfolded here, dealing with it in somebody else's way.
I'll be honest, and people feel free to call me out for this. If Lana removes the content completely, then she's going to say she's gone back and forth on this. Then she's going to say, well, I want her to set the record straight about the trial witness. And
right.
I don't believe Lana would do that.
She has removed content that was priorly asked for her to remove. That was then once that was removed, it wasn't good enough. She needed more removed, and then it's just a continual cycle. What do you want, Lana to delete her whole entire fucking existence? As much as people may not like her, as I can't stand the way like she operates her channel, but it's a simple fact that when does it stop?
So lighten the mood, when you asked that question, I just heard her voice say, yes, that would probably be nice.
I could do. Yeah, that's exactly what I would like. I could see her saying that.
And then some joke about how she really doesn't feel that way.
Right. Well, I don't mean it like fully, like full on, full force,
Yeah.
but it would be nice, if she just wasn't around.
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know if you noticed, she just popped into comments. Shift, you said you don't want anything from you. I'm assuming you mean Steph. You say you're so sorry. Please stop. There are active cases. It would have been so great if you just said to Steph, I'm so sorry. Why does it have to be, I'm sorry, but please stop because of this and that? Just be her friend. Stop having a quantifier on everything. If you're sorry for being a bad friend to Steph, be sorry for being a bad friend to Steph.
I think time and time again, except for some of us that became frustrated, have shown you that we're willing to do things the best to our ability and knowledge of how you're explaining to us that you want them done.
My whole point is I don't like seeing her hurt, and I wish that it was the pain and the trauma and the hurt that she's dealing with was dealt with properly and not continued to play out on YouTube for the world to see and to take advantage of, because in the process of all of that being done, it is hurting others that are only trying to be there for her and support her.
And Shift, I wish that, okay, so again, we're back to the Shift stood up for strangers and the truth and the family. I'm also doing that for my friends, okay? You've hurt some of my friends. I've asked you, I don't know how many times to stop, and you keep doing it. So when you say you want all these things to happen, and you're demanding people help you do it, but you're doing the same thing to others, it kind of loses some of its,
Authenticity, is that what you're looking for?
I'm just so frustrated right now because I'm reading her comments, and I'll be honest, it's almost like copy and paste. The same thing I've been seeing for 6 months. Shift, you and we could hate each other, okay? That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that you're actively hurting other people while you're complaining that you're being hurt. You would have such...
It's just like you want people to care that you're hurt, but in the process, you're okay with hurting other people.
So let's choose better wording. I don't think she's okay with it.
But,
acknowledging and being okay with something is two different things.
I agree.
Why is, and I'm asking you, Shift, I'm honestly asking you this because it's the same kind of round robin we've been on for a very long time now. When I'm asking you and talking to you about your behaviors and how you're hurting people that I care about, you're saying things like, go watch Lana manipulate my voice. I'm not talking about Lana.
We're talking about this issue.
I'm sorry?
I said, we're talking about this issue at hand. No, like, why does it all have to come around and back into Lana, Lala, and all of that? Like, I don't understand. We're not talking about Lana right now. We're not talking about Lala. We're not talking about that instance that happened back then. We are talking about instances that are playing forth.
See, and again, she's leaving. Again, she couldn't handle it for 2 minutes. And we were actually communicating, Shift, and then you had to bail again.
Stephanie, I have a quick question for you. What would it look like to you? Like, what would you need to correct the situation? What would it look like to you?
Her to hold accountability for hurting others, like the way she acts towards others.
Well, for you personally. For me
personally, for her to realize that she's not always the one in the right, and to stop hurting everybody else and stop hurting. Like, it hurt me last night, seeing her treat people the way that you were once in that place, and absolutely pissed me off, and I kept my mouth shut and I bit my tongue, and I finally couldn't bite it last night after, you know, seeing it happen more and more and more to more and more people, where she just doesn't seem to see that it's not other people's doings because they say two fucking things that she doesn't agree with. Other people have opinions, and other people have truths. Other people have their own realities. Other people go through things. Other people are going through things. She's not the only one in this big YouTube world that has problems or that are going through things.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly,
and I feel like she just thinks she's the only one that is going through something, and she's the only one that matters.
I 100%.
Well, I was kind of Hemi. Congratulations, one person. You were kind of Hemi.
No, but
you wasn't really kind of Hemi though.
Being kind to Hemi at one point doesn't mean that you're always kind to Hemi. And I've seen you on more than one occasion be nasty to Hemi. Okay.
I did too last night, for instance.
And you know what? I say that as a woman who also has a propensity to be nasty. We all can. We all can be dicks in this world. Okay. None of us are perfect. We're just asking you, when we talk to you about some of the things that you do that aren't great as a friend, when we talk to you about those things, we don't want to hear about Mod Squad. We don't want to hear about Lana. We do not want to hear about how somebody created a channel to celebrate your trauma. Okay, that's not what it's about. If you do something mean to somebody, that's your doing.
And to answer your question, Jets Mom, it a lot of it also it revolves around the. I just don't think I would ever be able to get over the fact that it was said, you were never my friend. I was always, or I was to you, or something along that lines. However she said it, I mean, to tell me I was never her friend, like I was.
That was really hurtful to you.
Nobody's called you evil, Shift. No one has called you evil. We've said we don't want bad things for you. We've said that we hope that you get whatever you want out of this. Even though we don't think Lana will do any of it, we still said we want you to have an audience. We want you to have subscribers and followers. The one message we keep saying is, please stop hurting others.
The one thing I keep saying over and over is, I understand she's in pain, she's hurting, and it, as much as it's not fair to those that she's hurting in the process of her pain and hurting, I just want that pain and hurt for her to go away. And I want her to find some kind of medium or some kind of end to that. I mean,
Jets Mom,
makes me a bad person, then so be it. I'm the bad person. But I mean, it's just enough. Because I feel like her pain is being taken out on those around her, and it's hurting those around her, in being somebody that went through it and is sitting back and watching it happen. It's hurtful. It's hurtful.
Now, several people in chat and a couple of people on panel have all acknowledged that we thought she was not nice to Hemi. Look at her in all caps. Nope, I was kind to him. Couple or one comment above, I am empathetic as fuck. Is this sound like the woman that wants to stop hurting people? That wants to acknowledge that, hey, maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe I'm just like everybody else. And maybe I can just be a jerk sometimes, because I know I can.
Right here.
And again,
working with people. Stop. This is cruel.
What you do today
going after one person.
Guys,
you're not constantly hurting others around you that makes them back away from you, Shift. Like, come on. We're not meaning this to be cruel. We're meaning this as a God, if you want to say it's a damn intervention, wake up call, whatever it is, that's what it is.
Jeff's mom, when she makes videos talking about men's penises and laughing about it, is that the mark of character, in your opinion?
I have no idea about any of that stuff. If you know me, generally speaking, I don't participate in anything like I don't do this.
Nothing
I'm
drama.
I'm just letting you see the other side of it.
You know what? And again, I'm not. I feel like I'm just because I'm pro life YouTube. Okay, I want everybody just to get along.
But it's not, as much as I adore you for that and I love you for that, I truly do. I've always thought you were one of the sweetest, kindest people in this community. But at the same time, it's that type of not seeing the negative which enables her. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel.
What I hope is that everybody can handle this on their own, so it doesn't look like there's a gang against somebody. As an intervention of sorts, I see where you're coming from, and I really I thank you for letting me just be a little peace, love, and light thing. I do, again, this is time for forgiveness, so please everybody keep that in mind and work. If people aren't ready for forgiveness, I totally understand that, but please just understand that I don't like people hurting, and I'm sorry to hear people get hurt. I'm gonna put positive thoughts out there for everybody. Steph, give me a call later tonight when you can, okay, love?
Okay, I will. Love y'all.
I love you. Thank you guys, and thank you for all
Yep,
your
I appreciate you coming up and giving
Thank
your
you.
input.
Thank you.
I'm at a loss for words, and clearly I'm just gonna basically say, okay, go ahead, and I'm gonna let just me talk for a moment. She's been up here.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you fine. I'm gonna go ahead and mute and let you talk.
Okay, I don't have a lot to say. I feel like I did stick up for you, Nicole. I didn't like when I heard that you were unwell and the Mimi with you singing and stuff. I did stand up against that. Also, I don't think yelling, like, and I doubt you even know you're doing it stuff, is like you're, and you've done this before about different things. Like when I think it was Natasha said your real name, your full name, and you were yelling your truth and how you were hurt, and being on the receiving end of someone screaming at you is really hard to take in. It's just really hard to take in. And your chat earlier, as I was watching, was terrible toward one person.
Okay, and I'm sorry for that, because I mean, obviously, I haven't been really occasionally paying attention to chat. I do feel like people do have the right to their own opinions here, and I'm not gonna silence anybody on their opinions or their thoughts on any of the situations. I feel like, as for me speaking loudly, that kind of comes natural with me. I grew up with a half-deaf brother. I've grown up with having to talk loudly, speak loudly. Even my fiance now, he's constantly like, "Whoa," like, "Why in the fuck you talking so loud? Why do you gotta always yell?" Well,
You gotta meet Sam Hill. Sam Hill would you like, why are you shouting?
Yeah, and it's just like, I grew up having to speak loudly so my sibling could hear me when doing that. On top of that, I am also sick. I am stuffy. My ears are clogged. My nose is clogged. Everything's clogged. I don't know, obviously, clearly, my tone, even right now, I could be fucking yelling and I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your family's sick. I hope they get better soon.
I appreciate that.
And I think there's a lot of energy put into one person And that can feel, on the receiving end, it can feel awful. And when I said, I didn't say you're going to push her over the edge. I said this could be. Oh, she's here. I don't want to talk about her like she's not here. Hi, Shift. I said this could be the thing that pushes her over the edge. If you haven't been there, you don't understand it. But I would never, what I said was, I would never want to be a part of something that pushed anyone over the edge. That's
And
all.
I get that, and I'm none of this is meaning to come across like that. It's meaning to come across as a, as a person that cares, somebody that wants better for her, that wants her to see that this thing she's dwelling on isn't good for her herself. I want to see her happy. I want to see the old shift back that laughed and that would be on panel all night long having a good time. It's just hasn't. It's clearly not in the cards for it to be that way right now, because that's not what it's being allowed for. Now, Shift, I did mute you because I know that you echo. So if you want to unmute and talk, you're more than welcome to.
I just want to say one more thing. So confused. The deflection posse is here. If I am a posse, tell me how. I've seen your comments and they've been awful. So have yours, love and light. But you have a right to your opinion. I just think people could be kinder, including everyone.
I mean,
That's
you
all.
can't say that this doesn't have some kind of point to it. How much more can she go after one person?
I don't know if you can see
how
the
he felt after all the times she's constantly replaying how he's a creeper, how he's done this and done that. Like, there's got to be some kind of backstory as to why to make her feel.
Stephanie,
I
I've got like
haven't
5
seen
minutes.
her. Go ahead.
Can I just say this? The only reason that anything came out about Dave G was because Lana outed that. That changed everything. I stood up for Dave in that. I don't want to talk to you, Nicole, please, except for one thing. What dick videos are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Sure, let me go back really quickly and I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
September 29th, you did a video called Roll Call. You had ROLL in all capitals, CALL in
While
small.
she talks.
So it was Roll
What
Call.
was the date again? Okay, yeah.
September 29th. And at 2, I believe it was approximately 3 minutes into the video, there was a person on it. As a matter of fact, Outlaw Messiah was on the actual screen. Like, you know how you can highlight a comment? He was laughing. He said, "Blah, ha, 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 ha," as you put a person up there and you made a joke about Dave's penis.
About what was the joke? And what do you mean I put a person up there? What does that mean?
Okay, well, I'm not going to explain to you how you edit videos together.
I don't edit, so I don't know what you're talking about. There's one video with it.
So maybe Outlaw did it for you?
No. Tell me the date again. I'll look it up.
I have the proof. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, I'll look at it. I don't remember. And talking about Dave's dick is not really something.
Nicole, if you want to send it to me, I can play it for her so that way she can know what you're talking.
Yeah.
Hang on one sec, Steph.
Okay.
Okay, it's sending. So
Shift.
Shift, you not remembering it doesn't make it okay.
Here's the thing. Let's watch it. How about that?
No, because that's going to put her channel could get reported for PORN.
Oh, you think I put porn on my channel? Okay, I'll go watch it and I'll respond.
Why isn't the video up anymore?
There's a lot of videos that aren't up, Nicole. It's my fucking channel. I'll do what I want. Hate me, I don't care. Stephanie, I do care about you. I still don't understand what the point of this. Exiled, do you, but I would love for you to stop because this is all insane. It's all insane. I came up here. I asked you. I asked you what I could do to relieve for you. I asked for you what I could do to relieve this for you. I'm gonna leave.
Play only
Do
a
you?
portion of this video.
Well, I think it's just she said it's a picture or something.
No, it's not. It's not.
She said I put something up there.
Is something that I do recall seeing on your channel, Shift.
Okay, let's do it.
I will not play it all, but hold on just 1 second. Oh my Lord.
Nicole, what was the minute mark? I'll go back and look. But I do have to go.
She said she's going to. Why do you have to go?
I have shit to do. Oh my gosh.
It's right here. I got it right here. So
I thought you didn't want to play it. I'm very confused.
I said I will play a proportion of this video. There's no way until I'm going to let my channel go down for something.
Okay, all right.
Shift, I want to say one thing to you before you hop off panel.
Okay.
When Love and Light and a couple other people and myself brought up how you were treating Dave G, you once again said it was because of Lana. No, it's not. When you choose to speak about somebody,
okay. This was not a video that I made, but yeah.
But did you put it on your channel? Did you put it on your channel?
She can't deny it.
And who made it then, Outlaw? We all know he did. And we all know you put it on your channel. And now we know that you're blaming the fact that you have gone after Dave G because of Lana.
No. I'm just saying that's how I knew. That's how I knew that he was telling people things that were incorrect. I went there to help him because I felt bad because he was worried. It's the same thing that happened. It's the same thing about Allison Stitt and Michelle K putting the WTF chat.
Stitt, at no point, Shift, are you ever responsible for your behavior.
Nicole Morgan.
I think what is being said here is, are you going to own the fact that you put this on your channel and you shouldn't have?
I know. I watched that.
You want to dog Lana for having porn on her channel.
There's no difference.
Let me talk and then I have to go for. There's a difference between somebody showing a picture of someone's vagina intentionally. Whatever happened in this.
You've seen the end of this video because I just did.
Did listen to me? It's the first time I saw the video. There you go.
I know who made the video. So you're claiming
That's the first time I'd ever seen it. My reaction is in the video. Bada bing, bada boom. But
do you have remorse? Do you have remorse
about that?
About anything you've done?
About this with Dave G? I didn't make the video. I know what Dave G threatened. I know what he did.
Oh my God!
I don't want to have this. Nicole Morgan,
you
have a pleasant night.
You asked for proof, and I gave it to you.
I thank you, and I'm not denying you. I had no idea what we were talking about because I didn't create it. But yeah, I know that video.
You put it on your channel, and
I've had strangers show up with
credibility. You've lost all credibility.
No.
Yes.
No, that is completely different.
I thought you had to
No, this is no different than you saying Lana has PORN on her channel. This is absolutely no when you put it.
Is this doxing and fucking endangering people and tying them to murder? Fuck you all. Fuck you. I don't care. Hate me. I don't give a shit. Goodbye. Fuck you.
You being deflecting off of everything. If any of you people in chat had any idea as to what is on this video at the end, you would be floored.
This is why she deletes her video.
Never complain about Lana having porn on her channel ever after playing something like this. I'm sorry, but after even just being sent to me, I checked it before playing it on my own channel. Thank God I did. Because that's what a responsible channel person does. A channel owner does. They check their fucking video sent to them. Whether it was sent to her and she didn't know or not, what was on it. Either way, check the shit before playing it.
I don't believe she didn't know what was on it first.
I don't believe she didn't either.
It's not, she's gone after him hardcore. And once again, what's her go-to explanation? Well, it was because of Lana. No, it's not because of fucking Lana. It's because you opened your mouth and you inserted his name in your mouth and you decided to drag him for months. And she still does it. But again, it's Lana's fault.
And it doesn't matter because it's Dave. Like, where does it become okay because it's Dave? It shouldn't be okay for being anybody.
Exactly. That's my entire point.
It wasn't okay when it was Ludovica. It wasn't okay when it was Melissa. It wasn't okay then. It's not okay now, no matter who it is.
Just me.
Jesus.
I just want to say that I agree with you. Many people have been wrong in various different ways. I wish that Shift would acknowledge that as well. And I'm sorry.
Just me. I know you have left panel. I just want to say, if you have a way, contact me. Missing in Life 2021. If you would like to see this video and see what makes me so angry about this whole instance, I will be more than happy to send this over your way. You can judge for yourself. Either way, it doesn't matter who it's about. It's not okay. And for him to sit here and say that it was okay because it was Dave G, come on, get over yourself.
And this is why everybody says, like, give her a break or this. I have tried to give her a break. And I laid off for many months, despite the fact that my friend's been hurting because of what she's been saying and doing. But this is what I mean when I say I have stuff and I haven't shown it. That's just a drop in the bucket.
The sad thing is that the second it popped up on the screen, she says, oh, that one, huh? That one.
Right. But initially she's like, what dick video? What dick video? This is exactly what I mean. When, at what point?
Is this just from GW or is there Q? What do you mean?
She means is just me the same, just me that's.
I think it's from GW's too. I think she's from both of them. I believe she's from both of the whole YouTube streets because, you know, I mean, like I said, I don't play the you can't go here and there bullshit because you're in my chat. It's just stupid.
Yeah, everybody can go everywhere.
I don't believe in all of that. I mean, you want to go to my arch enemy, have fun. Hey, Whiskey, how are you? Jeez, you've been saying you were going to stop by. Welcome to the drama stream. That never happens here. Hardly ever.
Yeah, please don't call it drama. To me, it's about the truth.
Well, I mean, I don't like holding these kind of panels. I don't do that shit here. And anybody that's here on a regular basis, they know that. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to enjoy, you know, being together, you know?
Yeah, Love and Light, that's the video. And this is what I was trying to get at earlier. Like, I understand that she says she has trauma. And I'm not here to question anybody's trauma because everybody can experience it for different ways in different ways. But for me, there's trauma, but then there's also a willful deceit and manipulation. And she's done that with many people. And that's what I just want her to stop. I don't expect her to apologize to anybody or me. I just want her to stop this behavior. There's a reason why that video wasn't up on her panel. And there's a reason why if you go to her channel, there's like no videos, hardly any lives except for like a day or two ago. Everything gets deleted. And Steph,
Yes, I'm sorry. I got a phone call in the middle of all of that. And so I was like, wait, hold on. Just 1 second.
No, you're fine. I just didn't know.
Okay, no. So what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say Jet's mom said something in the chat. Now I lost it. And I think it was like, don't spread the video. And I'm for you. I wish they hadn't created the video. That to me is the bigger message. And in my opinion, and just me, I know you want it all to stop and for it all to go away. And that's my whole point. I want it to stop for my friends. I want my friends to stop being attacked. And
I can mute. Hold on. I'm going to mute real quick.
Okay, mute. Because I'm on live still. Yes, I hear you.
sorry, guess what? I got a phone call too.
But yeah, so the thing is it's just not okay no matter who it's about. And all in all, in a roundabout way, I just hope that things that she's able to heal from this and that she's able to move on from this, because this could be something that may never have an end in it. And I know that, it's been said that her goal was by December 1st. Well, that goal didn't happen. I just believe that at some point, as she's put up a tough fight, she's put up a long fight. Move on or move off. What do you do at this point? It's all just something. GW needs a life coach pronto.
And I just want to say, and mostly because this is Stephanie's channel and I don't want to disrespect it. I think that, well, I want to reiterate is even though I got fired up when she was giving her excuses for the video, I still don't want anything bad for her. I don't want her to lose her audience. I don't want her to have any more trauma. I don't want her to have anything bad happen to her emotionally, physically, or whatever. I want good things for her, just like I do many people. But I want her to be able to, even if she's not going to say, yes, okay, I did these things. But if she can accept them within herself and realize that that was crappy, and I just from the short time she was on panel, the way she immediately blamed what she did with the dick video, how she turned that into Lana's fault. That's the shit that I lose my cool and it pisses me off, because she hurt Dave G, not because of Lana, but because she chose to. That's my opinion. And that's just where I just wanted to say that, because I don't want my behavior to react poorly because it's your channel.
No, you're fine. We can each have our own opinions on anything. And that's why I'm never gonna be that channel that like mutes out somebody's opinions. But obviously, when just me did make the comment, about what if this is the ending point to, of course I'm gonna delete that comment and kind of time you out, because that's a statement that shouldn't be even said in somebody's chat, because that's something that can just be ran with to the umpteenth degree. And I just won't. Other than that, you're more than welcome to have your opinion in my chats on my channel. Anybody's welcome. I don't play the bull crap game,
Well, and I think to have that thought of, is this going to be the thing that, sends somebody over the edge, whether it be her or somebody else? That's my whole point. We all know that Dave G's dealing with something right now with his family that's really horrible. And even if he wasn't dealing with something horrible, like, how does she know he's not close to being in a place where, we can use the same logic. And you asked her on panel, are you sorry for doing this? And she said no.
Yeah, because what if that's the one thing that sends him over the edge? You know what I mean? So just, wow. Bitch, you've probably had enough, but link is being requested. Okay, yeah, I don't got a problem. No, I'm fine. Honestly, it's only 10:30, and I'm fine right now. I'm still coloring my picture. If you once it's done, I'll let y'all see it. If it ever gets done. If it ever finishes. But I feel like a lot of situations can be handled differently in YouTube land. Had people taken these steps back to realize, that they're not the only ones on these streets. A lot of times I want to go live and I want to just I want to play somebody else's lives and be like, no, you're such a fool and you're such a hypocrite. But then I'm like, what good is that going to do? Because in the end, it's only going to start more problems, and it's going to perpetuate more problems and keep things going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. And I just,
Shoot. Who doesn't need a life coach? Me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't know who was asking for the link, but I did drop it in chat.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you should play the video she didn't want to talk about. I'm not going to play Two Left Feet. I refuse to play the video, as the ending of it is very, very inappropriate.
And keep in mind, the video itself, its entire purpose was to beat down and browbeat another person on the internet. That's important to me.
I can play some of it. I want to check and see when's the last part that flashes. Okay, so all right. So I'll play up to a certain point and then I will take it down and let you guys continue to hear it. I'm gonna actually I will let you guys hear it. It's mainly this guy sitting in this chair. He's speaking. I'm gonna throw up a layover, so that way I can just play the whole video. You guys will not see the part where the rest of it shows up.
Stop like 7 seconds in, since this is a short clip.
Wait, what?
Stop halfway through and just comment in between, so she doesn't strike you. So you can be used as fair use.
Oh yeah. Well, we've already started, so yeah.
Don't even try to PM me, because it's not gonna work. That's the thing. I have the power. I'm one of.
So commentary.
Most powerful people to ever live. If I want to dismantle you in your career, I will. How do you like everyone's muted except me? Because I'm the mod.
And now it shows a picture of a chastity belt, basically, for a man that has Dave G, DICK, model rater photo on it.
And to clarify,
so that's what it is.
And the reason they chose a clip talking about a moderator, it goes back to the trolling, because he is a moderator for a lot of people. And his reputation as how kind he is to other people speaks for itself. But it just lends to this trolling that she's done to this man for months upon months.
She'd have a hard time striking it. I mean, the video wasn't up full force playing, and I had over a layover, so I mean, and I paused it and did commentary, so strike away. Whom is talking? The man. Yeah, the man in the video, he was speaking, and he was basically stating that he would dismantle that person's job, life, and career, and all that other crap. And then it had a flash of a peeing in a chastity belt for a teen, I guess. Would that
Yeah,
be
and
how you
it's
describe it, Nicole?
yeah, that's how it describes, and it's a stock footage. But the point is, they keep putting like they put Dave's name over the images, and they are mocking him, and it's one of many videos that while we're oh god, I know I'm running around saying the same thing over and over again, but it just bothers me because it's this person who's been traumatized by the yes, I think that maybe was Chelsea's mom. I don't know, but I'll be honest, I never thought I would see Jet's mom type that word. So
I know, right?
Callie, no, I think she just privated like she does all her other videos. But that's what I'm trying to get across is I understand why she feels traumatized by things that have happened to her, but I don't think you are able to find healing for your trauma by traumatizing others.
Right. It's something else. I just what in the world did she do?
What'd she do?
I don't know what Michelle did. Michelle's doing all kinds of crazy things.
Michelle K?
Yeah. She's crazy. I love her, but she's crazy. I'm like, what? I'm so lost. I just see where she's got like, I don't know, she put our messages into a lock thing. I'm like, what?
She is a goofball, but a lovable one.
Yeah, I love her. She's so funny. She's so crazy. I just see where her picture's gone off my messenger screen and it's got like a lock on it. I'm like, what?
Oh,
she locked me down or something? What in the hell?
Yeah, who was it? Anarchy or somebody said who wanted the link?
Yeah, I posted the link. I did it a couple times because I didn't think like maybe they seen it because nobody came up.
Yeah. When did you notice when did Exile drop down?
He dropped down after Shift dropped down.
See, and I genuinely feel bad for Exiled, not in like a pity way, but I know that he's trying to be a really good friend and he's trying to, well, he's doing a lot of the same things many people have done. So, I mean, I know he's being a genuine guy and he always has been, what I've seen, somewhat respectful. I have seen him say some things in Shift's chat about Dave G, but then again, it bothers me because it's like she puts this seed into people's mind about what he's done, and it just I don't know.
Yeah, I get it, and I understand. He's been jumping up and trying to end it, but I mean, I don't know. It just goes back to the point that I don't know. I want her to find the help that's needed for her and for her to realize that the actions that she's taking isn't the actions that are appropriate and to hurt others, even why inflict the pain on others when you are hurting yourself. I mean, you obviously are not enjoying the pain and the hurt when you're going through it. So what makes it you think that anybody else would enjoy that?
Right, exactly. And I do I really do hope
I care for her. I care for her, and if this is a funny, odd, weird way of showing it, then so be it. Whatever.
Exiled one, yes, I have, and I always own up to my own behavior. I mean, and I appreciate that, Exiled. I think most people can, and I just think we're at a situation where I don't know if you heard everything with the video, but she flat out said it. she's not sorry for posting that bit.
Yeah, and the fact that she can sit here and she can be like, I'm not sorry for posting it, yet you can gripe and moan about somebody else and what they have on their channel. It just don't make no sense. I'm sorry, but it don't. Maybe it's just me, but
no, I mean, trust me, you and I are on the same page. I'm just like out of words to explain it in any other way. Like, I mean, and I shouldn't have yelled when she got up here, but I knew she was going to deny it the second she asked me. She was going to say, I didn't, I don't know what no, I didn't. When is it from? Okay, fine. Here's the date. Oh, well, what is it? Show it to me. So, I mean, it was always a deflection. And then it came back to being Lana's fault.
I mean, that isn't Lana's fault. So you think? I mean, that just goes to show. So that's like a child's play thing, going on. Well, if he can get away with it, then so can I.
I mean, I just think there's a real lack of comprehending the fact that other people can have and even feel emotions. And I'm not saying that everybody can be like, wow, that's a huge, like, are you crazy? No, I think her actions, in my opinion, shows that she truly does not care what other people feel. That's how I feel.
Yeah, maybe. But ain't there a name for that where they... I don't even know what I'm speaking upon.
There is a name for that, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. she'll lose her shit.
I was just like, I don't even want to say it and go there, but either way, it's I don't know. I just want Chef to be happy and be able to be home with her family and friends, that she speaks so lovingly of, and that's coming from the friend side of me that I thought we had, that I guess I had all wrong all along. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, me either. So yeah, if anybody wants to come up, I will drop the link one more time. Now would be your chance to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off here shortly.
And then I'm gonna return. Yeah, my phone call. Let's see. I do have a private. Yeah, that thing. Yes, I agree. Oh.
Well, I hope that.
Thanks for stopping by, Whiskey. Not exactly the chat you'd like to be in.
I hope that after this whole thing, she doesn't, lose it too much on you.
I'm almost expecting at least a 72-hour stream at this point, because this is going on 3.5 hours. So yep, I'm thinking, half-hour one last night led into a 3-hour one today. This one's gonna be at least a 72-hour, if not more. So
yeah, I already expect to hear the typical Nicole Morgan.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, what can we say? I mean, let's just hope that, all in all, it can just be left where it lies, and we can all just maybe move forward and just leave it where it is, and maybe even hope and pray that she may go back and re-listen and see some maybe some truths about anything, or can agree with some of the things that were said.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shift, if you're listening, I'm sorry for yelling when we have that interaction, but I do hope that you take a lot of what was said here by many people into consideration so that many people can start to heal.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. I'm gonna hop off. I'm sorry. I know I've been up here for a while, and I appreciate you letting me be a part of this, because it was able, you gave me the opportunity to get a lot of things off my chest. So,
and then that was, I had, people that were even private messaging me, and they're like, I'm gonna get out of here, things are gonna go bad. And I'm like, no, because the whole point to this whole thing is because, you know, people hey, I added you to the stream. All we see is our movement. Oh, let me know when you're ready to be added to the stream there.
All right, hon. I'm going to be listening for a little bit, but I need to hop off.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, you know.
Oh, Michelle, love you. I'm going to lock up the cat.
Lock up the cat?
Yeah.
Oh, chastity belt time, huh?
All right. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too. Bye. That's right. Oh, hey, where did she go? Where did Michelle go? Oh, that brat. I'm gonna give her a second to see if she wants to come back. If not, I think anyways, this new lie of needing $900 for a plane ticket to see Outlaw is grifting. She's not in Peru, and she's not in Peru, and plane ticket is not $900 from her location. I thought it was quite nifty and quite expensive. That's quite the heap of a plane ticket. I mean, if she's been paying $900 for a plane ticket all this time, you know, the couple trips she's made. And I mean, obviously, if she's on the road and on the go, like she claims to be, because she can't be in one spot for too long, kind of thing, that means she probably hasn't been able to do much for work-wise. So to come up with that kind of money is quite expensive. Like, I don't know. I just thought, I don't know. Weird. So yeah. Michelle, are you coming back up? I left to talk to my family for a bit. Okay. Michelle, just go ahead and call me later. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I am going to call Jet's mom and talk to Jet's mom for a second and all of that. So wait, what the fuck? She says she's stuck in Peru. That's been the long running story, Callie. That's been the long running story since probably Jump. And it's so confusing. It really is. Not to put pun on to so confused your name. But yeah, I thought there was legit need for money for a litigation. I don't think that's what it was for. I thought it was for a plane ticket to go see Outlaw because he has a new puppy. Tickets are very expensive these days. I'm paying a third more than usual. Really? That's a lot of money. For fuck's sakes. I dropped the link and I'm having issues with my phone. Here, I will post the link one more time. There you go. Yeah, so confused, but I can't keep up. Too many lies. It's just a lot of around the bush. A lot of around the bush, around the merry-go-round. It's almost like being on the merry-go-round on the playground where it's just repetition. It's like a lot of repetition, not only in like the repeating of this 4-hour long story that grows longer each time, but yeah. Enough said about that. I dropped the link, asshole. Come on. Gosh, you take forever. Are you ready? All right, I'm going to put you on. You want to turn off your camera? Okay.
I'm so frustrated.
They're expensive, but not $900 within the United States. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
I'm telling you. I'm so frustrated. I
didn't do it. You're an ass. Why don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the world this weekend. I've just had a really I fucking am angry type of last few days.
Why? What's wrong?
Well,
Well, I mean, okay. You texted me about the shift thing. I'm like, all right. Fair. Sorry, I'm coughing my tits off. I'm having the worst, like, struggle with being sick. I am mad at people being fucking idiots. Stop. Everyone communicate. Be okay with talking to each other. Can we just have a conversation? Can we acknowledge we are humans? Let's not be dicks and just acknowledge friendships. And
Yeah, I agree.
am I hearing babies? Am I hearing, oh my goodness?
Daddy, can you fill my water bottle? That is. You want to come say hi to Michelle?
Yes, oh my goodness.
Oh, his face just lit up. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, heck yeah, I feel good now.
That's right. Auntie Michelle is in the house.
Come here. You gotta come here.
Hey, beautiful baby.
Are you gonna come here?
Hello.
Dayton, come here. He's not gonna wait forever. We're gonna end this. Come here. Tell her hi. Just say hi. Oh God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on camera.
I'm sorry. The hi was.
I feel like
everything.
Chef, and I don't want to be on camera,
Oh
but
my
he
God.
knows.
I am done.
Hi.
Hello, beautiful baby. Oh my goodness.
Oh, time for a haircut, huh?
You are so sweet. Look at your face. I can't even tell your mama she is the absolute best. Love her. Give her all the cuddles tonight.
And tell her.
Or punch her. Hi, or punch her, okay? You can punch her too. Give her punches.
Oh, now you want to make pig noises. Oh, good Lord. We're not going to go through these noises. Woo!
Oh my God. I love him so much.
He was getting ready to go through all the little noises that he likes to make for everybody.
I love him. He is so fucking cute. Oh my God.
She's not in hiding. It just adds drama to her story. Yeah, right. Yeah. Look, Exiled One said, "Hi, little guy." Tell
yes.
hi. He's showing you.
You know what? I'm gonna say, Steph, you spoke up, which a lot of people want to speak up, but they don't have the energy to freaking do it. And you said it out loud tonight. So I know there's going to be a 177-hour live made about this, and I will be here to back you up and support
Honestly,
you.
I'm hoping and praying that whoa, mods. Do we got that? Mods. Oh, hide.
Wait, do you have are you being P-bombed?
Yeah, in the comments. Thankfully, I didn't put it on the actual screen, I don't think. No, I didn't. Good thing.
Oh my God. Thank you, Mod.
That was my work. A good thing I had the chat up and going. It's okay. Jack office. I was getting ready to end anyhow, so booyah.
Okay.
With your hairy butt crack full of duck. Come on, Chuck. Come on now.
You're such an a-hole, for real.
Well, you know I gotta do this forever.
Well, it's been a crazy last week. I feel like everyone is sick. Everyone is going through the ringer. And I know that you are very frustrated and angry, and I was here for you. So
it's more so like hurt, and like I'm sad that she's so hurt. Like
I know, but you can't figure it out. There's no one that is going to be able to figure it out for you and her. And just,
Can I help you? Father Frank, can I help you? You know what?
Oh
I
my
don't know who
God.
you are, but I don't
know.
trust you on my panel, and I feel like you're trying to hack my computer. So guess what? Bye. Fucking idiot. I don't trust people. Like, I've seen like where people have literally taken over somebody's damn computer from being backstage. I don't trust them.
Stephanie, I swear, I'm
Listen,
gonna
I
get a text
don't know
message
you.
from
Don't
you
even
in
try. I'm not even.
in 2 hours. You're gonna get a message from me where it's like, "Oh my God, really? Can we just have a face mask night?" Like,
We might have to do that. We might, but I'm serious. Like I know I've seen it happen. Like where somebody's computer literally was taken over by these idiots.
I know, it's true. You're right.
Panels. Like get the
Yeah.
fuck on with your bad self. You're not
You're
even
right.
gonna get left up there long enough to do it.
I swear, I want to cut a fucking
No.
right now. I want to
You know
cut
what it reminded me of? Do you remember NC's was it NC's? I swear it was NC's it was a while ago, almost a year ago to the day. Where
Last December?
the kid that was from like what the fuck that had the oh my God, yeah, you what this kid.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's right, dumbass. And then he started playing porn. Too bad I kicked him off.
Oh,
yeah, that would be the kid, the one with the old grandpa that he's flipping. Fucking A. Too bad I've already seen that trick, dumbass. God, people piss me off. Anyways, so much for that. That was the love of the light of my night. Jesus. Did anybody else get to see his face? Because what I seen backstage wasn't pretty. Him shoving shit up his ass. Huh. Oh, you missed it all. You missed it all. Believe me. You missed nothing interesting. I flashed him up on panel real quick, and just as quick as I got him back down, that's when he switched his screen over to him shoving shit up his ass.
Oh my gosh.
Michelle, where'd you go?
What, Dad?
Here? Are we here?
Yeah, we're here, but yeah.
Okay. No, a B plus just texted me and it broke my heart. She's like, "Are you mad at me?" And I've been sick and not responding and like, you know, oh my God.
Yeah, well, if you didn't catch his face, you'll have to rewind a little bit. But if you remember back in the day when it happened to NC's panel, that's exactly who it reminded me of, because I remember that old man and that young kid that supposedly was helping his grandfather. Yep, you're a dumbass. Like, what are you doing?
Oh
How
my
many
God.
times are you gonna do it? Ban. Bye. It was the same one that took over Natasha's fucking computer. It was the one that took over Natasha's computer. Do you know what I'm talking about, Anarchy? The one where that completely shut down Natasha's computer because she let him up and let him play the games. No, I'm sorry. Do I look that stupid? You're not going to be taking over my computer. Bitch, how many times are you going to pop up here? Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this because this son of a bitch ain't getting into my computer. Yep. Are you done now? Are you done? Wait, so you're telling me this was... Oh my God, you're such an idiot. Goodbye. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this because clearly this douchebag ain't going to stop. So, Remember, stay loyal, stay true, stay you. Love you all. Tell them bye. Bye. Bye.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep